Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Doodle stream and the very special monthly multiplayer edition of the Doodle stream. We will get into who's joining today in just a little bit. But welcome back. Happy Friday. I appreciate you guys stopping by, spending a little time with me. The Doodle stream is where we spend 3 hours together every Friday while I attempt to doodle your ideas and suggestions from the chat. Before we dive into the doodles for today, I'd like to remind everyone where you can find me outside of our time here together. Where are you? There you go. Check out my website, KevinAHinkle.com, or you can find me across social media at Mr. Kevin Hinkle. If you'd like to see just my artwork as a freelance artist, maybe not as many photos of what I ate or my kids, then you can find me at MrHinkleDraws. That is my dedicated art account on all the different social medias. Even that TikTok thing, I did pull the trigger on that. Don't judge me, all right? It's for the exposure. If it's within your means, please consider supporting my work on Patreon. Patreon helps content creators all across the globe by providing a platform for their fans to pledge continuous financial support. And actually, we are on the second to last day with the current setup. The 2-year anniversary / relaunch is November 1st, and I have updated the information to reflect that on Patreon. So the tiers are as low as $1, and they're going to start maxing out at $100. Actually, technically, as of now, you can sign up for those. I have also enabled the annual membership. So Patreon has the ability to say, you know what, I like what this guy does. I want to help him out on Patreon. I don't know if I'm necessarily into the monthly thing. So how about I sign up for this tier for 1 full year? Here's one payment, covers me for the whole year. I'm good. And actually that also gives you a 15% off discount through Patreon. So that's an option. It's out there for you to consider if interested. One of the rewards for people supporting my work on Patreon is a shout out during all videos and all live streams. That is why you see all these awesome names right before your eyes on the screen. These are all the people that currently support me on Patreon. So thank you guys very, very much for that support. It does mean the world to me. I really appreciate it. I literally just sent off the check for rent, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness I've got some Patreon money coming in the next couple of days. So thank you guys very much. You can find out more information about that at patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws. And a couple other things I want to share before we move on. And let me switch off this banner and move over to Etsy. I do have an Etsy store, etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws. If you're a patron, you get 10% off any and all purchases on my Etsy store. I still have my Halloween stickers are still available. So check those out. I've got 10 different face stickers of iconic Halloween, spooky, scary characters. This is the ghost face killer Scream mask. So these are still available for sale. They're $4 each, or I have 2 different bundle packs. You can pick any 5 for $18. Doesn't have to even be the Halloween stickers. It could be any stickers you want that I sell. Or you can pick 10 for, oh goodness, what is it? 35 for 35. So those are still available. Also, I've got new stickers. Yay, new stickers, ladies and gentlemen. So we have got a special holographic Mario and Luigi. This is the Mario sticker. This is a hollow foil sticker. It's not more expensive. It's the same cost. It's $4. You can also include it in the bundle packs if you wish. There is a holographic, not hologram. There's a holographic Mario and a holographic Luigi. So those are on the store right now and available if you're interested. And I'm really excited about this. Maybe nobody else is on the planet, but my favorite video game of all time is Earthbound, aka Mother 2 for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And I have just launched 5 new face stickers specifically from Earthbound. This is Mr. Saturn. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. That's all I can say. I don't know what else to say. But I'm really, really excited. Maybe these are just for me. I actually thought that when I made Bob Hoskin and John Leguizamo Mario and Luigi movie stickers, but some people liked them. So hey, maybe you like them, maybe not. I'm happy I did them. No regrets, no regrets over here. But those just hit the store as well. So there are actually 7. There's 7 new stickers, the 2 holographic ones, and then 5 from Earthbound. Check out Etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws for more information and to see those products for sale. And I already mentioned it briefly, but the Patreon has gotten revamped. Let me turn that off. So there's a couple new tiers. I'll have more information hitting all the social media stuff very soon, but I've got some new goodies that patrons get now for signing up. At the $5 tier, I've got an exclusive 4x6 sticker sheet with all the Hinkle emotes on it, including a special Mr. Hink shock emote. So those are going out. $5 patrons. $10 patrons have a Mr. Hinkle enamel pin. There's an enamel pin now, folks. The personalized gift illustration has bumped up to the $20 tier. So it's not necessarily as much of a steal as it used to be for $5 to get your own personal piece of artwork. But if anybody signs up either today or tomorrow before the end of the month, I will still honor the $5 piece of artwork. So if you sign up today or tomorrow at the $5 tier, I will still make you the personalized illustration, even though that technically I've already switched the account. So it's technically on the $20 tier. But hey, it's out there. It's out there. 2 new crazy tiers. I've added a $50 tier and I've added a $100 tier. I think that's a lot of money. I'm pretty sure you guys think that's a lot of money, but I want to throw it out there just in case people have that much love for what I do, I suppose. And the perks for those are kind of crazy. The $50 tier, you get automatic allocation of anything I make and sell, period. If I make a new sticker, it's coming to you in the mail. If I make a new print, it's coming to you in the mail. So anything I make through the entire duration of your patronage, you will have automatic allocation of. I will throw it in the mail for you every time. And then the $100 tier, remember, every time you move up in a tier, you get everything from the previous tier. The $100 tier gets you a custom face drawing. So like what I just showed here with the Ghost face and the Mario, those are what I call face illustrations. Your own face illustration delivered every 3 months, whatever you want. You want yourself, you want your kids, your family, your significant other, favorite characters from video games, and it's yours. I will release all the artwork to you. Even if you want to just turn right around and turn that into a sticker and sell it yourself, that's fine with me. So once again, patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws for more information about that. And we have some other fun, exciting stuff happening for the 2-year anniversary. So stay tuned. Is that enough? 13 minutes of promotion and things. Maybe we can get into what is going on today. And I know there's a ton of people in the chat, so hello to everybody. Thank you guys for sticking around. Before I introduce our guest, I want to welcome back Jeff, as in just Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Hello.
Thanks for volunteering to help with the chat again, Jeff.
No problem.
I
You
appreciate
didn't have to use a gun, though. I'm just saying, I would have done it.
I didn't have to use a gun. You are correct.
Yeah.
But thank you for coming back, Jeff. Jeff's going to take care of you guys in the chat, make sure we don't ignore you, make sure we capture all the suggestions that you guys throw out there. So thank you once again. And now it is with great joy and excitement to announce the guests for the multiplayer edition of the Doodle stream. I want to welcome Marvin Castillo, a.k.a. the Notorious Vin. What have you done?
It's beautiful. That's all you need to know.
It's like what it is beautiful.
But yes, thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me, Kevin. It's
Absolutely.
a nice day. Well, morning. It's actually really dark where I am.
It's actually the middle of the night. How dare you wake me up out of bed at this hour?
I was going to comment on the weather, but I can't even tell what the weather is right now because
it's snowing in Connecticut right now.
What?
Yeah. Okay. So that's the right reaction, my friend. Is a what? So yes, Vin is here. And Vin, as per usual, he's our special guest. So he picked the theme for today. And so he wanted to work on getting a little practice with like robots and like metallic figures and Transformer kind of stuff. So we went with quote unquote metallic life forms. I don't want to hear anything out of you guys that were here for the robot stream. All right. I don't want to hear anything. We are here with metallic life forms. Vin and I will both be drawing, and we'll be switching the screen back and forth so you guys can see what either of us are working on. So Vin, I think do we have any suggestions yet, Jeff?
We do. We have the brave little toaster from the one and only Alyssa. She would love to see that in a metallic life form art piece.
A toaster.
Little toaster.
Did you ever see the brave little toaster, Vin?
I'm not making a Google search right now. You are.
No, that's fine. That's all. Episode 1 and 2 of this stream, I had no reference, and it was all out of memory, and it was awful. But I encourage Google searching. It's all good.
Oh, I just did it. Yeah, no, now I recognize it.
Okay, I think that's probably a good place to start, actually. Unless you object.
No, I'm totally down.
Okay, so I'm going to put this comment on the screen. We're going to start with Brave Little Toaster, and while we are doodling, Vin is going to tell us... no, actually, Jeff, could you give us a quick roll call of everybody that's in the chat real quick?
I sure can. Did you mean now?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Let's see here. We've got Will Harper, Brick Studio, me, Lindsay, Moto, Larry, Hawkeye, Ben. I'm going to need to repeat names because they're all chatty. Cafe Con Lego, Alyssa, Ben's here. Larry is here. Pretty sure I said that. Brett's Builds is here. Bubba Bricks is here. Joseph Zawada is here. I'm sure he'll regale us with tales of grandeur and splendor.
I can't wait.
Neither can I. He is the best. And that's all we got. Those are the people that have spoken up and have said hello. I haven't seen anybody in your Twitch stream yet, so I can't really say if they're here or not. So that's where we're at. Yay!
Hey.
Welcome.
MJS Sweet is here over on Twitch. So there we go.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for being here. So yeah, Vin, we will both be doodling the brave little toaster now.
Okay.
And while we do that, I would love for you to tell us about yourself, who you are, what do you do, anything you wish to regale us with.
Sure. So I am a part-time, trying to be full-time artist in whatever way that interests me. I've been doing YouTube for a while, so I'm sure at least one person in the audience I've noticed kind of recognizes me from my YouTube channel, the TTV channel, which is currently a Lego-centric fan channel. We do reviews, podcasts on whatever sort of Lego-related news and whatnot, and I am one of the hosts of the podcast. I used to put out videos myself. That was kind of like the big thing that brought me onto, I guess, the internet life, I suppose.
Are you not doing that anymore? What you
I'm like
put out videos, which seems like an interesting statement.
So recently, I've taken a good bit of a break from it, just because it's not as much of an interest for me anymore. I'm more so caught up in trying to start up my career in something, so I don't really have as much time these days to commit to the TTV channel.
Gotcha.
But I still contribute and I still help out, and time to time whenever I can, when it matters, I'm still there. You
know what I associate with you is this never-ending cry of Mardi Gras. I don't know anything about it. I honestly don't have any clue what it is, or like I get it's some kind of joke with the channel. I'm positive, but like you're the person I think about yelling at when anytime it comes up.
Yeah, because one of our hosts who goes by Meso, he made this random video a long time ago to put up on the channel. Again, it's a Lego channel, but for some reason something compelled him to make a video about the Mardi Gras parade that was happening in his neighborhood. And I think the first thing he said in that video was, "Hello and welcome to Mardi Gras," in like this really deep,
like a theatrical voice.
Yeah, it was very theatrical and it was hilarious. And I like to make fun of him sometimes, and so I've never let him live it down. Ever since then, I would reference it, and that was years ago. So this is an age-old joke.
It's part of the it's channel lore now.
It really is.
You should be proud of that.
It's essential to the podcast.
You should be proud of your contributions to the lore.
Oh, absolutely.
Of this channel. So yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, people, I've got links to some of Vin's stuff in the description on YouTube. So if you go down, you can check that out. Where can people find your stuff?
You can find me on Instagram at the Notorious Ven. That's been my Xbox gamer tag for years, and it just stuck. I can't seem to come up with anything cooler. And you can also find my ArtStation at artstation.com/notoriousven. And I mainly do digital painting. So today I'm not going to do that because that takes forever. I'm just going to, I'm going to do what Kevin does and just do some little light doodles.
Exactly. You know what? You will feel so much better too. Like, I don't need to sit here for an hour. I can just hammer it out. Larry's the first person. Look at Larry's comment, Jeff. Look at Jeff. Jeff is out. We can't. If you're talking, Jeff, we can't hear you. Larry says, "Do we need a definition on robots versus androids versus cyborgs?" How dare you, Larry? How dare you bring this back around?
Oh boy. See, it's funny. I didn't realize that I opened up Pandora's box when I said I wanted to draw some Transformers.
No, it's all good.
Now that I know, I 100% want to commit to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that was an interesting stream. Oops, that's not right. All right, I'm going to switch over real quick to mine.
Go for it.
Show you guys what's going on.
The brave little toaster looks mischievous. Vin,
there we
lie.
It's because it's only halfway. It hasn't even reached its final form yet.
Oh, wow.
It's not its final form.
I'm just getting a sense for its personality, really. I'm just, I'm practicing for what is inevitable.
Absolutely. I am inevitable.
Oh. All right, cool. We're doing that too. Thank you.
Sorry, Jeff. I didn't see your comment until
Okay.
I was talking to you, talking to nobody for a while.
That's usually how it goes anyway. That's what my wife says. Wow, when I talk to you, it's like you're not even there.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I hope everything's okay.
No, everything's fine. She just complains a lot.
Tell us how you really feel. Oh man. So Vin, have you done any, or do you ever do any pumpkin carving around this time of the year?
Oh man, I've done it a couple times, but it's not like a tradition. It's more so like one of those things that just comes up, I guess. The last time I carved a pumpkin, I was with my mom, and she was like, "Hey, you just want to carve a pumpkin today?" I was like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And I did one of Venom's face, carved that into that, but it came out really well. I wish I had a picture of it now that I think about it. But that was probably like one of the best things I did outside of paper,
Yeah.
or digital.
It's awesome.
But yeah, I didn't make any plans to make a pumpkin this year. I kind of regret it because now, I mean, it's what, the 30th? We're almost to the end.
It is the 30th.
It's too late. It's too late. Well, actually, no. That's loser speak. I can still do it. No.
Today is your last day. I think I wouldn't consider doing it on Halloween day. I think that's.
Wait a minute, Kevin. What about those people that deck their tree on like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Who's doing that?
Oh, no one. I because I.
Okay, now here, this is when my guests are drawing digitally and you guys can only see one screen at a time. I hope that we have moments like this where you're like, that was really fun what Vin was working on. I can't wait to see what the update is. And we go, boom! Boom is what we do.
Oh, no.
It's still marinating. What are you doing? No. I had a vision. You see?
It's so funny because like I'm the only one that can see it when it's not being presented, and I'm like, oh, people are gonna love this.
So you're just watching in anticipation.
People are gonna love this. Oh, Ben Gatz in the chat says, "Good Lord," in all caps from Ben.
Alyssa is about to be offended.
Alyssa says, "Oh my God."
There it is.
I think this is its final form.
Oh, hang on.
Or is it like maybe this is
big
like
beefy arms, man?
Is it Frieza that has like 15 final forms?
Yeah. No. I think you're thinking of Cell.
Oh, Cell did have more forms than Frieza, right? Yeah.
Yes. I remember a distinct quote that went something like, "You're either perfect or you're not me."
Dang.
Cell.
There it
Cell.
is. There we
This
go.
reminds me of Trogdor a little bit because of the big beefy legs. Like,
Oh yeah.
feels like it should have like a big beefy arm. I don't know why.
Jeff, are you or have you carved a pumpkin?
So we were planning on carving a pumpkin, and then Oklahoma got covered in ice for 3 days, and we lost power, and we became a third world nation for like, I don't know, 72 hours.
A third.
So we didn't. We have a pumpkin out front, and Oklahoma just issued a thing saying, "Hey, trick or treating is a no go." So
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I saw a sign like that the other day when I was driving around. It said, what did it say? Stay at home this Halloween. 2020 is spooky.
Alyssa in the chat says, "This isn't the brave little toaster I remember, but I'm okay with it."
This is... Now he's transformed. He is now the aerial little toaster.
Yeah. Oh, and Ray's in the chat. We got funny figs. So I guess Ray is still without power.
No, Ray got his power back yesterday, so we're good. I just joined, Kevin. You didn't even give me an announcement.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Moment.
No, go ahead.
It's fine.
No, look here. You have another moment.
Hey guys, Ray is here.
And there's another person.
Really? I don't see him on the chat. What's going on?
Right.
No, Cody was here. Cody was already. Yeah, I said hello to Cody in the chat.
I'm sorry.
But Cody, Lindsay's wonderful husband, is here.
I'm sorry, Cody.
Thanks, Kevin. I have like one job, and you rob me of my glory every time.
This is my finished toaster.
He's
Right.
only at 1% of his power.
This is really 1%. Yeah, indeed. Indeed.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I can't even draw this next hand right. Ah.
So I feel, I do feel bad, but you know what they say: misery likes company.
Bye, Will. You have a wonderful day.
Oh, see you later, Will.
You will. Thank you.
But I have railed for years about how, I've lived in the state of Connecticut now for 7 years, I think. And previously having lived in Colorado, Arizona, and Texas. And Connecticut never fails that when I lose power, it is never a one-day affair ever. It's like, oh, power's out. I wonder how many days it'll be this time.
Dang.
And I've been hearing all these horror stories from people, in Oklahoma, in Georgia, and I think California, and like a bunch of places that are either hit with like a storm or fire or, all kinds of horrible, tragic things. And I'm like, yeah, isn't it really awful to always lose power for days at a time? Isn't that just really terrible?
Is that your idea of sympathy, Kevin? Because that does not sound like sympathy at all. That sounds like you get what you deserve.
I don't wish it on anybody. I hate it.
It sounds
otherwise. But I feel like people don't quite understand when I'm like, every time. Really, every time we've lost power in the 7 years I've lived here, it has always been at minimum 2.5 to 3 days. That's minimum.
Hey, Kevin, real quick, one more time. How many years have you lived in Connecticut?
7, I think.
Oh, 7? Okay. Alyssa says, I actually don't remember the Brave Little Toaster at all. It seems like one of those vague fake memories like the Sinbad was in a genie movie.
See, that's kind of how I felt about it too. Once I saw it on Google, I was like, wow, this feels like I just unlocked a childhood memory that I didn't know I had. Kind of like the Sinbad movie, actually, now that I think about it. I always forget that movie exists.
Does the Sinbad Genie movie exist?
Wait, Sinbad Genie movie?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. There's a movie called Sinbad, but it's not what's it's really strange.
Wasn't there a movie called Shazam or something where it's like it's a genie in a boombox?
Yeah, that was a Shaq.
Okay, Shaq and Kazam. That's it.
Shaq and Kazam. Oh my god.
That's the one.
Alyssa is going to town on us and our fake movie knowledge here. Jeez Louise, guys. Seriously, separate dose with it.
Oh, Vin's putting me to shame. He's like, I'm coloring this whole. This is a masterpiece.
Yeah, I gotta color it now.
That's fine.
Well, that's the only thing I'm gonna do that's different is add a little color.
That's fine. No, I do it. I just wait until the halfway point.
If you have to see it in its full form.
Look how sad this looks.
Dude, what do you mean? That's cute. Though it does look a little bit like SpongeBob from afar.
I think that's what makes it funny is it's this whole blank page and this little tiny.
All right, so one guy that has a bunch of X's in his names, I also put in a request.
Oh,
and also,
yeah.
Welcome to the thing, guy with a whole bunch of X's in your names.
Hello, and welcome to Mardi Gras.
Iksaki? I don't know how to say it, but welcome.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
Sorry that we're not properly equipped to pronounce your name.
And sorry, I don't know how to read. Well, moving right along. So that's an awesome little toaster you got, Kevin.
Hey, thanks.
It'd be great if we could see one being drawn right now. I'm just gonna throw that out there. There it is. Okay.
I live for Jeff's sarcasm.
I had the wrong window open, and there's a delay with the YouTubes and the stream, so it's my fault. It's my fault.
No, it really adds something to the experience.
Does it?
Does for me so far.
Sweet.
Does it?
Those look like hand grenades on his legs, but then I was realized, why would there be hand grenades? Those are the connector to the legs. I'm stupid.
Hand grenades
Ignore
in
me.
his legs.
Jeff doesn't know how to read or draw or look at things right, apparently. It's fine. Dobby says hello.
I forgot to add something to this masterpiece real quick.
I was going to ask if that was Dobby.
That is Dobby.
That's Dobby saying Dobby's a free elf.
Yes. Dobby is very much a free elf this morning.
You will not hold me. I am Dobby. Dobby is a free elf.
Lindsay says yours is adorable, Kevin. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Dobby got stuck in the recliner again. That's why I had to disappear for a little bit.
Stuck inside the recliner?
So Dobby's an idiot and will climb underneath the leg thing that you pop up.
Yeah.
And like for some reason in my recliner, there's enough of a gap when the leg thing is down. So he'll just be like, "What's in here?" And then he'll get stuck.
Yeah.
And then I'll hear sad dog noises.
Joseph Zawadis says, "Clock the thigh gap."
What do you mean, the Brave Little Toaster series? Moto, there's a series?
I think that's what they were talking about earlier in the chat. Is that there's some kind of series somewhere?
There's a movie, I know that, and I think there's a sequel with.
That's all. Yeah, all I know. What?
Yeah, I don't know about Brave Little Toaster, but I definitely, of the obscure cartoons that I remember from my childhood, there was Land Before Time and Maggie and the Giant Beast or whatever the heck. I forget what it's actually called.
That first Land Before Time movie is like brilliant.
Bye, Moto. Have a wonderful time. Thanks for showing up.
See you later, Moto. Thanks for stopping by.
I just waved and he couldn't see me because
I mean how many? There's like what 25 of those Land Before Time movies, and they get progressively worse. But that first one was great.
Hey, John. Good morning. Welcome to the stream.
I don't remember the first one as well as I should because the one that I grew up with was the space one where there's like space dinosaurs or something. I forget. Hold on. I forget what it's called. It's like the something cold rock. No, it's like the meteor that lands.
Vin's over here taking the dinosaurs to Mars or space or whatever, and then Jeff is taking the toaster to Mars. What are you guys doing with these characters? Just throwing them into space?
I mean, that's what you gotta do. Got writer's block, put them in space.
That is true. Okay, so I'm going to start drawing Metal Mario while you continue working on that toast.
Oh, Metal Mario's the next. I'm down.
I just saw John White threw that in there, and I'm like, I'll draw Mario pretty much any day.
Actually, that is perfect timing. I am almost done anyway. I will catch up.
Okay, very good.
All right, so we're going to switch to Kevin and his wonderful art style, and go, Kevin, go.
Oh, transform and roll out. All right, I'm going to switch this over to, and yes, thank you guys for the suggestions. We are capturing them, so don't think we're only getting the new ones. They're in the private chat, so throw them in there.
By we, he means me. Don't take credit for what I'm doing, Kevin. You don't see me going, well, I'm drawing this little toaster now.
But you could.
I mean, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I have
Jeff,
no art.
Some people would probably believe you too.
I don't understand, Jeff. You have you or have you not done stand-up?
I've done stand-up several times.
Okay, and it's successful, yes?
Apparently not in Oklahoma because I'm not funny enough.
Okay, I don't understand that.
No,
Hawkeye,
I guess you're just a culture shock.
I guess so. Hawkeye, I definitely got yours. I just don't know why they're not doing it.
Look, we'll get there.
Okay. So wait, you're in Oklahoma. Where are you originally from, Jeff?
So I grew up in Chula Vista, and every summer I would go back to NYC for my to visit my grandparents, and then I moved to Arizona, and then I lived there forever, and I would still go back to like NYC for summers and such. So
Get to just go to NYC for summers.
my grandparents were really successful at what they did, and they had a brownstone in Brooklyn, so like I'd go and spend my summers there with them.
That's kind of
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
I've only been to New York twice, and each time it was only like for like 2 days.
Don't ever live there.
Oh no, I wouldn't ever want to live there. But
No.
man, like walking through that city is an experience.
When I was younger, it was like not a big deal because I'd always be with grandma and papa. And but when I got older, like when I hit 15, 16, oh man, like.
Do you guys remember in your lives when the first time you heard some other, probably a kid, refer to their own grandparents with the same like nickname that you refer to your and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You can't hold on. You can't also have the same nickname for your grandparents that I do.
You can't.
That's exactly what happened with me and a friend of mine. Because I called my grandma Mimi, and
and I hate to tell you this, Vin, but you're no longer allowed to say that because my grandma. So you got to get out of here. That's go on. All right.
Oh, but yeah, and then I find out sometime later that he was on the phone, I think, and talking to his grandma, and he's like, "All right, bye, I love you, Mimi." And I'm like, "Wait, what the hell just happened?"
Did you just call my grandmother?
I mean, my grandma's a super sweet lady, but what's going on here?
Explain yourself.
Did I hear that right?
I remember
questioning everything.
So incredibly perturbed. I was like, "What? That's odd."
All right, I'm done coloring. It is time to move on.
Wait, let's take a look. There's the brave little toaster, fully evolved. Inevitable.
He's transformed into the courageous little big
There you
toaster.
go. Yeah, that works.
Excellent work.
Thank you, sir. Now, it's Metal Mario time.
Metal Mario time.
Oh, I know exactly what to do for this.
Please draw Mario in a Kiss costume.
In a kiss.
Now, I'm gonna make Metal Mario Transformer, and he's gonna be able to transform into Yoshi.
I love it. You are really. You may have an option. You should keep doing these kind of streams. Then this seems like this is right up your alley.
All right, so Black Six from Twitter is here. Hello, Black Six.
What is that?
Hello. Welcome.
Putting your suggestion in the private chat, whether they do it or not, is God's will at this point already.
It just gets worse and worse. Oh, my dear Jeff.
Hello.
Just Jeff, I should say.
Just Jeff. Yep.
Just Jeff.
I can't believe you wouldn't let me bring Deckhand Smitty.
He's going to stay far away from this channel.
That's rude. He's really good at opening mail, Kevin.
He's good at opening a lot of things.
Yes, there it is.
There you go. And you just throw it over your shoulder.
It was official pirate mail, Kevin.
Official pirate mail.
It said so.
I love how important it all was.
Yeah.
It was so incredibly important.
I think that's a good bit. I think you're going to stick with that when I get my Patreon stuff next month from everybody. I think I'm going to stick with that bit.
It's so good.
All right.
Did you get the envelope I sent you yet or no?
I do. I opened it and...
You didn't open it during the pirate mail.
No, I didn't. I opened it because I was really excited because I really like your Patreon stuff.
Okay.
Like, honestly, that's the whole reason it wasn't on there.
That's acceptable. That's fine.
Yeah. And I was really excited. And I have some of the stickers on my tower now. I have my pin on my Lego.
Oh, that's
official,
right. You sent me a photo, didn't you? Yeah.
It's sort of, yeah. And I'm going to be incorporating the bricks and tiles that you sent me in my Patreon reward for a build pretty soon. So
It's starting to look more like Luigi, and I'm upset about this.
There's nothing wrong with Luigi.
I'll stick with it, though.
Oh, you know what? You've got like a really like Paper Mario aesthetic going on there.
That's what I'm going for. Yeah.
Okay, then perfect.
Dude, I love Paper Mario.
Do you play the new one?
Your Doors is one of my most favorite games of all time.
Well. We know a guy that's his favorite game of all time as well.
Yep. It's his whole shtick. He's made a career out of it. So there you go.
Indeed.
Ooh.
Brian Saviano.
Bricks O'Brien.
Bricks O'Brien. Hello, friend.
Indeed. He'll pop. He always pops in at some point.
He does.
But that's his favorite game of all time.
For sure.
That's awesome. It's my favorite of all time is actually going to be Super Mario World. So that's for sure.
For the SNES?
Yes, because that was the very first game I ever played.
Oh.
And also probably the very first game I ever 100%ed.
Nice.
Because
you got stuff for it, right? You got to go to Star World and you got to
exactly. But I never did that on the original. I did that on the Game Boy Advance version that they came out with years later.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, our SNES was not actually our SNES. At some point, my dad had to give it back to my uncle because we were borrowing it.
Oh, you had a thunkle?
A thunkle?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Uncle? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you played the new one?
Which one?
The new Paper Mario?
Oh, Origami King. I played a little bit of it. It's okay.
For
me, it's just not the same.
We call that a rousing review.
Like, I didn't think it was bad, but I couldn't help but think, like, man, I think I'd rather just replay Thousand Year Door instead of go through this.
Oof.
I feel like that's when people, myself included, say things like, "Oh, I didn't think it was bad." I feel like I'm about to watch a Statler and Waldorf segment from the Muppets where the other guy goes, "Well, I'm not saying it's good either." No, I'm not saying it's bad, but it ain't good.
Yeah. Those are my thoughts pretty much ad nauseum.
The only Mario RPG game I ever need is the Mario RPG that came out on SNES.
That's the best one, man.
Dude, yeah, that is such a great game.
Mm-hmm.
I never finished it though, and I don't know why. I just can never seem to commit to it whenever I start that game up. But I did enjoy it for those brief times that I did play it.
You know what made me really sad? As someone who's a diehard fan of that game, one of my other friends, Canadian Papa Bear, who usually shows up in this stream at some point, he played Super Mario RPG many years ago when it came out, and he got stuck at Yoster Island.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which, as you guys, anyone who's played the game, Yoster Island is a totally necessary part of the game.
Yes.
It's just an extra little thing on the side. But he didn't know that, and he thought you had to do it, and you had to get the beat the race. with like the timing the button keys to the music, which was actually very difficult. But he gave up the game because he couldn't get past that. And he told me about that. I'm like, what?
Kevin, excuse me for a moment.
Yeah, no problem.
Brixish is here. Hi, Brixish.
Hello, Brixish.
Oh,
That's all I had.
Oh, that's fine. But it made me so sad that he stopped playing this game because he thought that he got stuck at this part that was like critical to the story.
Oof.
And didn't finish any of it. He did end up going back. He actually played it on Twitch earlier this year. And he also himself was very frustrated when he learned how not very relevant that part of the game was.
Oh.
Like, you're telling me I didn't even have to do this.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how frustrated was he, Kevin?
Probably a solid 11.
Nice.
I'm so Ben says I'm so mad that Mario RPG and Earthbound won't go on Switch Online.
Yeah.
Aw, it's the worst.
It is kind of a bummer. Like, those games are really fun.
Oh, see, I'm glad that I at least have the things like emulators and the Super Nintendo Classic Edition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's alternatives out there. Just gotta have that know-how.
So here is my Metal Mario. I don't know how metally it is without any color, but there he goes.
It's pretty metally.
Is it metally?
That's metally enough, yeah.
Not to be confused with a medley.
Hey, Obama Bricks is here. Hey, Obama.
It's Bama.
I said Obama.
Hello.
You can't. So, as someone who gets his last name mispronounced all the time, you can't mispronounce Bama.
I do what I want. I'll punch them in the face if they don't like it.
It could just be Bama.
It's Bama for Alabama.
Oh, I see.
I stand by my previous statement.
Let's see, Ben. I gotta head to class. Smell you later. Epic outro music. Love it.
Bye, Ben. Have a good time at class.
Bye-bye.
Are you adding Yoshi to yours?
So I'm gonna do it's gonna be a conversion. I just need to design what the Yoshi's gonna look like, and then I'll figure out how to get one to the other. It's gonna happen.
It's more crystally. Yeah, it's Crystal Mario.
Can't go wrong with Crystal Mario.
I like that you added the arrow. Thank you for that.
The arrow is important.
There's gonna be something. I'm gonna show it converting in the middle. That's just a placeholder.
Oh, it's like instructions
Ambitious.
with a toy. It's
Exactly.
to the play feature.
Yeah, dude. Exactly.
Man, I wish I
man.
had epic outro music when I left a room.
You got a cell phone. You just like put something on.
Like that old school, Pokemon Your Rival theme. Dun dun da 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 da. Just leave the room.
Hi, Doc Sampson. Kevin's talking about things that I don't know about, so I'm going to distract myself by saying, hi, Doc.
What's up, Doc? Welcome.
Ooh, there we go. Oh, that came together real nicely. That's a nice foot.
Canadian Papa Bear's here, and he says, metallic life forms. Hold my doodle drink. Hinkle, and how you gotta Google. All right, what do we got? What's his character? Metatron. Congrats on beating that game yesterday, Papa B. Persona something. Persona 5?
Oh,
4, 5, one of those.
someone beat a Persona game. That's actually what I was playing earlier.
Oh, really? Yeah. Papa B is all about that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm playing through Persona 5 Royal right now. I beat Persona 5 over the summer while I was in quarantine. Just hardcore staying home every day.
When you were in it.
Yeah, because I was on furlough from my job for a bit, and I'm back now, so I don't have that leisure time anymore. But man, when I did, I went through that game, and it was an experience like no other. I really loved it though, so much that I had to buy Royal and go through it again.
Papa B said it was Persona 4 Golden.
Oh, See, I got that too.
Have you beaten it?
I have not, because I missed. So I played Persona 5, I beat that, and then I started missing playing it. So I bought 4 Golden on Steam, hoping it would scratch that itch, but it didn't because it wasn't the same game. So then I ended up getting Royal. So I made some progress, but I didn't get far at all in Persona 4. But eventually I'll get back to it because I do like it. I do enjoy it.
He has not. You have not experienced the meat dimension, Ben. There's a meat dimension in the game. It has not been experienced.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still upset that I never got to see that ultimate moment. So I did Google this, Papa B. This is what is this, like a Greek or a Roman angel, right? Am I looking at the right one? That is some pretty sophisticated character design. I expect nothing less. How you feeling? Are you ready to go to the next one, or?
Oh, sure. I'm down.
No, it's up to you. I don't want to force you into the next one if you're not ready. So you get to choose the next one if you are ready to.
Oh, what are the choices?
So click over to the private chat, and you can see Jeff has been collecting all of the suggestions.
Okay, let's see.
You may scroll through those and either make someone's day or ruin everybody else's.
Don't read out Jeff's comments because they're funny and rude, and this is a family-friendly show.
Oh, is there?
There's one. There's one on there.
Oh, yep. All right. Don't read Jeff's comments because they're rude.
Oh God. So let's see. There's Optimus Prime, the Iron Giant. I like that actually. Gigas in Kingdom Hearts. That's another game I wish I had grown up with and grown to appreciate. Oh, the Morgana van from Persona 5. Now you're just appealing to the crowd.
Well, that's what they did with the Mario one too. They were trying to get sucker me into it.
Space Time Bridge Studios here.
Hello, and Golden Light Pictures too. Hello there.
And Golden Light. Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin.
Oh no.
I am down for the Morgana van because it's still fresh in my mind. That's what because I don't know if I mentioned this on stream yet, but I was telling Kevin that I had been awake for the past 4 hours now, and I'm in Pacific time zone, so I've been up for since 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I couldn't fall back asleep for some reason, so I just decided, you know what, screw it. I don't want to waste any time.
You were too excited about the stream.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, for sure. Because I was worried that I was going to sleep through my alarms and miss it or be late for it or something. And I guess, some higher power is like, no, you're just not going to sleep at all. So
no sleep at all for you. All right, so that suggestion was from Joseph Zawada. Yep. Morgana van from Persona 5. Okay, let's see. Where is that? Joseph Zawada. Where is that comment?
Hey, Joseph, if you're still in the chat, can you just punch that in real quick so Kevin doesn't have to old man his way through the comments?
Jeff's the best, isn't he? He's just an absolute peach. Let's see here. Where did it go?
This next part is going to look very disturbing.
There it is. Joseph Zawada put it in the chat for you again, Kevin. So you're good.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And then Papa B, could you read off Papa B's explanation of this character that I looked up, Jeff?
Of Megatron or Metatron?
Yeah, Metatron.
Yeah, Metatron's from the Bible. Didn't you ever watch Dogma? Anyway, all right.
No. So, can you say shuck?
No, I'm not actually.
Shuck.
It's very offensive to Catholics, so it doesn't really surprise me that you haven't seen it.
Well, then I guess that's good.
Yeah, anyway. Metatron is not a figure of the Hebrew Bible, but his name appears briefly in several passages of the Talmud. His legends are predominantly found in mystical Kabbalistic texts. He is variously identified as the Prince or Angel of the Presence, as Michael the Archangel, or as Enoch after his bodily ascent into heaven. In folkloristic, I can't say that word, tradition, he is the highest of the angels and serves as the celestial scribe or the recording angel. He's also the voice of God in the Dogma movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You know, in my mind, Morgan Freeman is the voice of God.
That's fair. In this one, we have the guy that played Marvin and Snape in the.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he was fantastic at it.
All right. So is this character like this cartoony cat with the yellow bandana?
Yes, that is Morgana in its normal form, and then he can transform into like a van.
Meanwhile, Vin is working on some kind of Animorphs cover of a book over here in the process of transforming into Yoshi. All right.
Yeah, Golden Compass was a great movie and book series, except for the end, of the first book, because, oh boy, child murder.
Oh, wasn't Golden Compass... I don't know anything about the book, but wasn't that the movie, was Nicole Kidman in it?
She was, and so was the guy that plays James Bond.
And it was like, lots of effects, big epic quest, and it had like some big cliffhanger, and then we never got anything else.
Yeah, because it flopped at the box office. Like, if you remember, Lord of the Rings was like huge at the time, and they were like, "We are doing the next big book series in the movies," and then that happened.
Whole idea to try to compete with that.
It was Lord of the Rings had its run. Like, it just finished Return of the King,
okay,
and they were like ready to jump into like the next big venture.
Gotcha.
Yep. Ray says the Animorphs graphic novel is out, by the way. That stuff was his jam.
Oh, what is it? A graphic novel?
Animorphs graphic novel. They still do Animorph stuff? That's crazy.
I think I have said this before, and I think even Jeff, you were here when I said it last time, but I'll say it again. There's this meme online of an artist Animorph cover style into a dresser.
Yes.
And the quote says, "You're a great drawer."
Yes.
And I laugh every time I see it. Every single.
And Tigam Nuva says hello. He says, "What up, nerds?"
What up,
Takuma
fellow nerd?
I do what I want, Kevin.
I know you do. It's so funny. I'll say this however I wish to say this.
But you are right. You'd think that I'd be like more, hardcore about pronouncing names right, because I always throw a fit when somebody says my last name wrong. But nope.
I do laugh every time Joey says. See, okay, how does he say?
McKelwee.
McKelwee. That's how he says.
Mm-hmm.
McKelwee, and you're always like, "Tell me who that is when you find out."
Wait, how is your last name supposed to be pronounced?
McAwee.
And he goes McKelly.
He goes McKelwee. Yeah.
McAwee.
McAwee. Yeah, it's like tackle free, but McAwee.
Tackle free McAwee.
Yeah, see?
Cappy. Got it.
Damn it.
Let's see. Golden Light promising a sequel that will never happen. The Mark of Doom.
Yeah. All right, so this guy with the complicated name says that the vowels are silent.
This guy with the complicated name.
So
you know what's really funny about Takuma is when I did the 6 fan arts challenge.
Oh, Takuma's here. Hi, Takuma.
That was the name he pronounced incorrectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't recognize it because I wasn't looking at the chat. I just went off of what you were saying. It's like, okay.
Yeah. I'm not good at this stuff, but it's all right. It's fine.
It's all good.
What was so funny is I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. Tell me what 6 characters." And Takuma's like, "You should draw me," and I'm like, "Okay,
yeah."
If it gets more likes than anything else," and it literally had more likes than any other suggestion that I had.
That's so funny.
And I was laughing while I was drawing it.
That's fantastic.
It's so great. Here I am drawing Master Chief. I'm drawing the Crypt Keeper.
Oh boy.
Link from
No, Doc, they haven't actually. They're just really weird. Bunch of non-comic book reading fools.
Yeah, probably. That's us. And then
It's you guys.
Takuma Nuva. And it was so funny because people that just follow the hashtag, they want to see the art challenge or whatever. They're like, who's that guy in the middle? It's like,
Who's that handsome man there?
you see. It's so fun.
That's great. Oh man, getting that TTV exposure.
All right. So Canadian Papa Bear says the reason Metatron looks like a robot in that anime is part to do with him being Angel and them not having any free will. So you'll remember robot is check for forced labor.
Oh,
Actually makes a lot of sense.
It's deep.
this is very.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared to go there.
Yeah, wow. You know, that reminds me. Recently, I had to rewatch Blade Runner to do a school assignment, and I had to write a paper about it. And it was through this writing process that I realized, man, this is such a deep movie.
Yeah.
I didn't really catch it, a lot of the themes when I first watched it. I was like, wow, do I love this movie now? I think I do.
Ben, if you ever want to open up a can of worms, that is my favorite movie of all time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes, I too love Blade Runner 2049. Yes.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Well,
And this relationship is done.
I like 2049 as well, but just not as much as the first one.
No, I agree, actually. Because I watched 2049. Well, I watched both of them twice.
Mhm.
So I watched the original because I wanted to watch 2049. So I watched it a little bit before it came out. Then 2049 came out. And I really enjoyed it.
Are we
And
drawing the same character?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Trust and believe. We are.
Okay. I will believe you. I will believe you. Go on. Sorry.
No, you're good. I will explain. But yes. So 2049, I watched it again recently because I remembered how much I liked it. And then I was like, you know what? It's time to watch the original. Oh, perfect. I got to do it for my school project anyway. And not only did I just enjoy the original so much more on my second watch, just like having to write about it and kind of think about the messaging of that movie and everything, it just like made me appreciate it even more. So yeah, I definitely like it more than the second one. It just it hits so much differently.
What are you studying in school? What's your major?
Hi, Hope
Cinema.
Castle. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Sorry for interrupting you, Kevin, but you gave me a specific job.
Fine. Go.
Yeah, I'm studying cinema.
Cinema.
Mhm.
Okay.
So the reason why I became an artist was because I used to follow a concept artist. Or actually, I still follow him. What am I saying? And his name is Josh Nizzi. He worked mostly on the Transformer films, and I used to look at the concept art for that all the time because I used to love. I still love those designs in those movies. It's not a popular opinion. I realize that, but I still really like them.
It's always different, right? Looking through concept art for something, because
I just
you
like
see the plethora of design. I mean, you see the final thing on screen, and then you're like, wow, there's like take any Star Wars character, and you're like, wow, there was like 500 concept sketches of what this character could have looked like.
Yeah, like how they and you still kind of see it, like that original poster of Star Wars where Luke's got the hunky abs and everything.
Yeah, there was some interview with Mark Hamill forever ago, and I remember he was in a comic shop, and he picked that up and he goes, "Oh, look, here's this wonderful picture of me," and he's got like the super ripped chest. He goes, "I never looked better than I did on this piece of artwork."
Yeah.
Like
I always question that poster so much because of that, because I'm like, but Luke's a really scrawny guy in the movie. Why? Oh, okay, sure. No, make him look cool, I guess.
And also, like, so they had him like super ripped, and didn't it also have like Carrie Fisher? Her Princess Leia outfit was much different than the one she actually wore.
Yes.
It was a lot more suggestive, a lot more risque, if you will.
And then you realize it's his sister, and that whole poster got really weird.
Yep. But you know.
It's like poetry.
No, it's not. No.
It's hard to draw a van, I realize. But
They
that's
also released the Powers of the Force figures in the 90s in that style, where like Luke was like super muscular and was like, "Yeah, I hit the gym today," and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's me, Luke Skywalker. P90X was my first invention. I used the Force to put it together.
It almost
Yeah,
it almost sounds like you're trying to be that character from the Fairly Odd Parents, making fun of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
and everything
yeah.
he's done.
Jorgen von Strangle.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, really? Man, I love Fairly Odd Parents as a kid. I grew up watching so many cartoons, mostly on Nickelodeon. I don't know why. I guess I just didn't feel like changing the channel from 53. But
To 51. It's like, weren't they right next to each other? I remember like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon were like, I don't know, 2 channels.
yeah, they always were. I mean,
like-
time to time, I'd check out Cartoon Network if there was something on Nick that I didn't really care for.
Like, oh, I really don't want to change the channel 2 numbers.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
So usually the shows I liked were always on. So it's like, oh, there's no point. I'll just leave it here.
I was a big Nickelodeon kid. Like, I was all about Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. I don't know. Like, there was a couple of Cartoon Network things I liked, but for the most part, all those Nicktoons, that's where it was at.
Dude, yeah, Nicktoons. When I discovered Nicktoons Network, it was like, it was revolutionary. It changed my life. I was like, oh my gosh, I can watch Ren and Stimpy again. Oh, it's what's it called? That Kablam. That's on here too. Like all the shows that they discontinued on the main channel were there, and I was like, I discovered a secret channel. Only I know about it. Nobody else watches this.
I shall keep this information for myself.
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
I used to brag about it to my cousins, like, hey, you guys want to see something cool? Remember all those shows we used to watch? Yeah, you just have to change the channel to 126. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
I remember.
I thought I was so cool.
I watched the Rocco's Modern Life, like Netflix movie or whatever.
There it is. Yeah, that one was great too.
It was okay. Like, I felt like I was just watching it again.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad, negative way, but I was hoping for some kind of
part about it.
maybe a step forward in some direction. But
Yeah.
But when I watched the Invader Zim movie,
Oh yeah, no,
undeniably
that was in a whole nother ballpark.
I was like, this is taking what I loved and like amping it up. I didn't get that same feeling from the Rocco one.
Yeah, the Rocco one isn't as memorable for sure. Because like you mentioned the Invader Zim, and the first thing I think of was that opening sequence where they're like parodying anime, and it's all overly animated and exaggerated and everything, and it's so great.
My tallest, we could just go around it. We don't have to go in a straight line. Yes, we do. We fly in straight lines. That's all we do. Good stuff. That was a good one. Doc asked, "Does Yoshi have a mustache?" Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
I'll show the full picture again in a moment. I'm almost done with my Morgana van. Oh, but yeah, what was I talking about earlier? I wanted to say something that I like.
We do that. I don't know.
Yeah, we kind of hop around a
so I was
lot.
talking about Josh Nizzy, the Transformers. Yeah, he's the reason why I got into art, because I wanted to become a concept artist, and that got me more interested in movies, I guess. And I used to watch a bunch of videos about movies, like Transformers and stuff, and kind of learn about it more technically. And then it helped me kind of look at movies in a more technical way. Part of that is also because I took a film class in high school.
That'll do it.
That definitely did it. So it was just a whole lot of things, but what really did springboard it was like how interested I was in the Transformer movies, and then learning how bad they were, but still coming to appreciate like the technical work that goes into them, I guess. And now it's just, I've seen so many great movies, and I've enjoyed so like many different genres of film. I learned to conquer my distaste for horror films that I had when I was a kid, and now I freaking love them.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So you're saying this cat that I've drawn and this vehicle that you have drawn are the same thing?
They are.
Okay.
This is Zach. I am not even making this up.
Everybody, this is the same character.
Yes. So Morgana has the ability to actually transform into a van.
That's convenient.
Because the main characters can all travel into this thing called the metaverse, which is composed of the human subconscious. A lot of things that we think about or that reside in the back of our mind take form in this universe. So for some reason, in the game, the way Morgana explains it is people of Japan think that cats can transform into buses for whatever reason. Thus, it grants him the ability to transform into a car.
I mean,
Van.
I've always thought that.
Yeah, same here.
Right.
Right. No, not at all. Never.
Not once.
Oh yeah, no, it totally makes sense. Yeah, I got.
Not one time.
I learned later on. I think I was on Reddit that I think it was like a reference to some Japanese cartoon.
Yeah.
Where a cat actually did transform into a bus or whatever.
That's a very true statement, Papa B. You would think after the meat dimension, you'd get that anything can happen in a Persona game. You know, I would. I'm a slow learner.
That's fair.
I'll get there eventually.
Alrighty.
I just gotta beat Royal first. I am like, okay. So when I first started playing Persona, I was really addicted to it, and now that I'm on Royal, I've been making it making more of a conscious effort to lay off it when I have free time. So some days I'll kind of like think like, all right, what do I need to do today? I got some homework, I got some groceries to do. Do I have time for Persona?
Well, I mean, I will go on the record and say that I've enjoyed the art streams you've done over on Twitch. And I've been missing them for the last several weeks / month. I don't know how long it's been since your last one.
I haven't done it in a while, to be fair. I really, ever since I've gone back to work, I haven't really been making time for that sort of thing. So all I do in my free time now is just like play games and
draw cat vans.
Yeah, I haven't drawn in a while either. But I'm trying to pick it back up. Which is what it was so coincidental that you reached out to me when you did, because I was like,
Destiny.
"Oh man, that's perfect." Because I've been wanting to draw.
Destiny indeed.
Yeah, dude, it was perfect timing. Because my workload is kind of lightened up. I'm not like being pressed to work so many hours anymore, and I just got through midterms for school, so yeah, it was
nice.
Dope. I was like, oh. Freaking perfect.
I'm glad it worked out. I hope it inspires you to, pick up the old pencil / stylus / whatever and get back into it a little bit.
Yeah, especially because I want to start doing more graphic design and kind of making a job out of that.
Yeah,
I've had some luck with it. I've been doing some commissions
nice.
For a school, which has been nice, and it gives me a little bit of money. And I'm just like, man, I wish I could do a little more of this.
Yeah, there is a sweet spot, and then there's too much.
yeah.
I don't need to do more of this.
Exactly.
It's right. It's only if you get a couple bad clients, and you're like, yeah, good.
Oh man. You ever just had a client who
yeah.
Or how about a guy that oh, okay. I thought so. So what about a person who happened to have his own graphic design team apparently, and he wanted to bring you onto it, making promises of that you'll get paid regularly and that he was going to help you put food on your table.
That's helpful.
That's good.
That's a good thing. All right, I'm following.
Never happened. Did I do jobs for him? Yes. Did I get paid? $10.
Oof.
The one big client regret I have is actually from a very long time ago. It's back in my college days. One of the professors got me in touch with another guy who had his own animation studio in Boulder, Colorado. And he had really liked my style and said that he wanted to pitch a cartoon series to Cartoon Network. And he wasn't as good at design as he was with the actual just animation part of it, just making the characters move. And so he needed a character designer. And so he gave me the script and he gave me an option. He said, either I can pay you outright for a bunch of character model sheets, a bunch of like storyboards, character design stuff, and then it's mine and I take it and I do what I'm going to do with it. Or we agree that we're going to go 50-50 and Cartoon Network buys it, turn it into a thing. We'll split everything. And I'm like, oh, dang. Let's go 50-50 on it. And Cartoon Network rejected it, so I got no money for anything that I did. I mean, I didn't do a mountain of work, but I did do like I did two.
You did something.
I did two full character turnaround sheets, and then I did like I don't know, 25 storyboard concepts and a bunch of characters. And it did go to Cartoon Network. There are photographs that my partner sent me of him in the meeting room pitching this because they let him take some photos. It's like, you know, social media clout or whatever. Him pitching it to Craig McCracken, the guy that did Powerpuff Girls.
Cool.
And then I don't ever remember the other guy's name, but he did My Life as a Teenage Robot that was on Nickelodeon.
Oh man, yeah, wow.
So he was talking to both of these guys, pitching it, and they were like, "We kind of like it, but not enough." And so I ended up, and I was like, I should have just taken the money to do my work and then let him go with it.
Yeah.
All right. So I think I'm going to pick another thing, if that's okay with you.
That's totally fine.
I'm cool with it too, Kevin.
Are you cool with that, Jeff?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? I think we need to do an Optimus Prime. Let's get it done.
All right, absolutely. Let's do it. I've had the Transformers tab open for
ready the whole time.
Ready, just in case. Ready, yeah, because like I really need a reference for these guys.
So Jeff was the first person to put it in the chat, but that was when we started. So if you want to throw it back in, Jeff.
Actually, can I change my my robot that I would like to be drawn for Transformers?
Oh, well, okay. What do you have in mind?
Give me 1 second, and I will get the name for you. It's sitting on my shelf, and I can never remember his name, even though he's my favorite.
He's your favorite? You don't remember his name?
I don't remember his name. It costs a lot of money, okay, Kevin? And I'm just excited to have it.
Oh my god, I've had a couple of those. Yeah, the first time I learned to save money was going to be for a Bionicle set that was worth $100 back in the day. And I got the money, but along the way of saving the money, I got distracted. I saw there was a Megatron figure out at the same time that I really wanted. Yeah. So I forgot all about that Bionicle figure. Once I had the $100, the Megatron was sold out, and I was like, well, I want a Transformer. So I bought 3 Transformer figures that I don't remember the names of.
Awesome.
And I don't even think I still have them because I still have most of my collection from back in the day. I don't think I have a single one of those figures. I should have gotten the Bionicle set instead. I'm terrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's Bionicle. You find it like secondary market for like a quarter.
Okay, so this
I got the Bionicle set like 2 years ago for like $30. So I'm not tripping that much.
Ectotron is his name, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ectotron?
Ectotron.
Is this a Ghostbuster Transformer?
It's the greatest Transformer ever made, Kevin.
Oh,
yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, it's sitting on my shelf to my right.
Recently made one based on the DeLorean.
Got that one on pre-order.
This is legit? Like, this is agreed upon by all parties?
I'm down.
Yep. So, Canadian Papa Bear, high five over the internet, big guy. I am excited about Gigawatt as well. I cannot wait.
Yeah, it's Gigawatt. That's the name.
What's Gigawatt?
Gigawatt is the DeLorean time machine in a Transformer form.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's the name they gave him. It's so cool.
And he's a Decepticon.
They made him a Decepticon? That's interesting.
Is he one of the Libyans?
He could be.
Okay. The Libyans.
Thank you, Kevin. Bye, Hope Castle. Have a wonderful day.
Bye, Reed. See you later. All right. How do I go about this guy? All right.
I'm trying to think that too. Like, I just drew a line and I was like, wait, this isn't right.
Hey, you know what's funny? You just said that. Here's my screen. I just drew a line. I'm like, all right, how do I do this?
I did put a reference image in the chat, by the way.
Oh, I got one ready.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to decide how do I want to begin.
That's fair.
That's the trouble of having not practiced for a while. Is I like forget where I usually start.
I also
I drew an interesting line, and I'm sticking with it because it looks really cool.
So you know what I had a lot of trouble with when I drew Optimus. So I drew Optimus for my like Inktober drawing a couple weeks ago.
that was bomb, by the way. Emily wants to buy that.
Well, who
Yeah.
suggested that? I don't even remember who suggested.
I don't either.
But thank you, appreciate it. I had a really hard time trying to decipher the head shape for Optimus. Like, what was the core head shape? Because
Yeah,
there's so
you
much
know what?
stuff
I always
going
have that problem too.
on. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. I'm like, is this a cube? Is it a sphere? Is it like a human head? Is it like an octagon?
That's always my problem with trying to draw a Transformer. Every attempt I make, I end up erasing it because I'm like, oh, this isn't quite right.
Well, I mean, you know, right? You got to start with some kind of basic structure shape of it, and then you build on it.
Optimus's face, it's like I usually end up starting with like the faceplate,
Yeah.
I guess, and then I try to go from there, but the proportions are always off or something. And I don't know. It's hard.
I'm glad to hear, you know, especially from a Transformers fan like Jeff saying that it looked good, because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with this head, so I'm just gonna draw things.
It looked really good. Me and Emily were both really impressed with the way it looked, and she's the bigger Transformer nerd than I am. Like, she has like 4 or 5 G1 Transformers in pristine condition sitting on our shelf.
Lucky.
Nice.
And meanwhile, I've got like Ectotron and the re-released Optimus Prime hanging out going, we're here too.
We matter.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
will be right back. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Here, let me switch for a second. Let's see what you're cooking over there.
I'm just gonna make the head shape here.
Yes.
I ended up starting with the torso, and that's where I'm gonna go.
As did I.
Nice.
So that was a question I was going to ask you too. Vin, have you ever done the Inktober challenge?
I haven't. The only challenge I ever tried to do was back when this Pokemon game came out. Everyone was doing like Pokecember, whatever. So I did that, but even then, I never ended up finishing because I was just so busy.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, it was the holiday season, so like I think if I picked any other month out of the year to do something like that, I probably could have done it. But yeah, ever since then, I never tried it again.
So in all fairness, I tried it a couple times prior to me being self-employed, and I could never successfully do it because I just didn't have the time. And now that I am literally doing this for a living, surprise, surprise, I have the time. But it's been kind of an interesting journey to embark on for the last 2 years in a row.
Yeah, that's really cool. You get to do that.
Well, I mean, the hope is also that they sell. So they
yeah, of course,
money from it. But it has been really interesting, and I do think it's worth it for artists that are like, you know, either stuck with like artist block or want to challenge themselves, because it is no joke, you know, like having to commit time every day for a whole month to do it is not anything to sneeze at.
And I usually don't doodle either. I get really like ambitious whenever I start drawing. Like even if I try to sketch something, somewhere along the way I end up going, this would look pretty dope as a painting, and so I end up painting it.
Well, I mean, yes, I can tell.
Yeah, man, it's a curse.
But it's a good thing to. So okay, this is one of the reasons why I started doing this to begin with. Is, you know, if I'm always constantly working on stuff to like that perfectionist level, which, not to get into the whole perfectionism conversation, but just if I'm fully pushing everything I make to like finished, I'm never really doodling or sketching. Like I'm just not ever doing it. And I think that's really important to do it every now and then.
Yeah.
So this stream forces me to consistently every week just sit there and just, you know, mess around for a couple hours.
I totally agree. It's just so hard to get into that mindset for me, at least. Like, it's not something I am ever really used to, but it takes time and practice though. So I gotta just keep trying.
Oh, is this a quote? Probably from is that from the Twilight Zone episode where the guy was like in the vault and he had all the books but his glasses broke? It's not fair. It's not fair at all. There was time now. There was all the time I needed. It's not fair. I'm gonna switch screens over for a second. Boop.
Go for it. Yeah, mine's gonna take some time to look comprehensive, I think. I'm probably just gonna end up doing a bust.
That's fine. You definitely don't have to draw the whole thing. Most of the time I don't do that.
I'm mostly saying that just for myself to kind of comfort myself and remind myself that I'm not trying to do a whole thing.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. Yeah, let's just
Masterpiece.
get all the basic stuff and at least maybe at most let's make this a bust and then move on. This is what I was hoping for, though, when I thought of us drawing Transformers, because ironically, even though Transformers inspired me to start doing art more seriously, I never you'll never see any of my paintings of a Transformer,
They're hard. They are hard suckers to there's so many panels and shapes and
all the mechanical details, especially in the Bayformers.
Oh, don't you? Okay.
How do you even draw that?
You don't? You have a computer do it for you.
Yeah, and I'm like, how? I could never figure it out, and I guess that's part of the reason why I just never bothered trying. I guess because I was always convinced that there must have been some strategy that I need to learn first, I guess, before even trying.
Yeah, when that first Transformers film came out, I was still in art school. And I remember the 3D animation students were examining like frame by frame that film to try to understand all the detail that went into painting each one. And I remember walking into one of the classrooms and they had, I think, Megatron, and it was blown up like the screen was, the size of the wall. And they were using like the whiteboard to try to trace all the planes and all the polygons.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, this is intense.
Yeah, that's nuts. I can't even. Wow.
And all right, Ray, that's officially in the private chat suggestion box.
What? Oh,
handbag.
Neo Genesis Evangelion.
Evangelion. No, that's a good suggestion. I like that.
Welcome back.
I've never seen the actual anime. I just know of it, and I've seen the robot designs for it, and they look really cool. And I'm a big Godzilla fan, so I've seen Shin Godzilla, which was directed by the same guy that worked on Evangelion. So there you go. I've seen something.
Your Godzilla pieces are amazing, by the way, Ben. I was looking through your art studio and through your Instagram and was like, man, these are dope.
Oh, dude, I was so proud of those. Those are another thing, kind of like the Batman thing, where I was like, oh, man, this worked out. It took a lot longer, but, man, it worked out. Because I used to love trying to draw Godzilla, especially as a kid, and it always looked so derpy, but...
Yeah, seriously, go check out Ben's Instagram. It's the Notorious Ben, and he's got some great work on there. The Robert Pattinson Batman that he did recently, I believe, is amazing. And the Godzilla stuff that he has on there, too, reminds me of the NECA figures that have come out for Godzilla. And just the way that they're done, it's beautiful. It's like seeing those figures on paper, and it's just wonderful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I love collecting those figures, too.
Those are expensive.
They are expensive. Well, no, not the NECA ones, the SH.
The figure arts.
That's ridiculous. You have to, oh my god. To even own maybe just 5 of them would be however many months of rent.
Yeah, and Super 7 is up there too with their prices. Jeez Louise. They just released some new Ninja Turtle ones. It's Raphael and Foot Soldier and Baxter Stockman, and they're $77 a piece.
Whew, yes. Yeah. Nope. Can't do that.
I have 2 of the NECA Turtles in Time figures, Leonardo and Donatello, the best Ninja Turtles. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I did some pretty crazy money spending on figures recently. It wasn't for SH, though, because I think The next couple of SH figures I would want are far beyond my grasp at this moment. I think they're each worth maybe well over $200. So I'm not touching those for a while. But what I did do to scratch my itch was pick up some Masterpiece Transformer figures.
Ooh.
For the movie Masterpiece specifically, because I found a Starscream figure at Target.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Just like impulse bought while I was grocery shopping. And then the most beautiful thing.
This figure.
What was that?
I said, you're in the grocery store, like, I'll take these milk. I'll take the milk, the eggs, and this expensive toy action figure.
Yeah, first of all, I was surprised that they had it. I was like, wait, what's a Masterpiece figure at Target? I'd never, because I know they sell them time to time, but I never caught one before. So this is my first time seeing one there on the shelf. I was like, holy crap, I should cop it. And cop it I did. And it was $150, but the most beautiful thing happened.
It was $150. I was like, wait a minute.
Wait, listen. All right, look, this is where it gets beautiful.
It's a good $150. I'm just saying.
I just like my brain was like, how much did it cost for the groceries, and you spent how much for the toy?
Groceries, the groceries were like less than 100, and then the toy stuff was 150. But the most beautiful thing happened. 2 weeks later, I found online that same figure had started going on clearance in Targets, and I was like, oh my god, could that possibly apply to my Target? And so I go to my Target, the same one. They still have the Starscream figures. They got a whole bunch of them this time, and they're all on clearance for like half off.
Okay.
I'm like, oh man, so you're telling me now I can get them for $70? Oh boy, I got it. I still got my receipt. So I go to the service and I have them correct the price for me.
Okay, all right. Good.
Nice.
So yeah, silver linings.
All right, so Canadian Papa Bear is also big into collecting. He's got the 2012 Comic-Con Burning Godzilla exclusive for $125, and he also has the SH Monster Arts. Those are his jam as well. Those are great figures all around, man. Like, you know who's also knocking it out of the park? McFarlane Toys for their DC stuff for no reason.
Are so great. I used to collect the Halo figures from McFarlane all the time, but I don't know do they just not do those anymore? I feel like I have.
Oh no, there's new Halo figures that are out there. They look great, by the way.
I don't know where to find them now.
Walmart.
I feel like. Oh, let's see. There it is. You know where my nearest Walmart is?
No.
About an hour drive away from where I live.
What? Where in the United States of America does anyone live that they have to drive an hour to get to a Walmart?
Yeah, here
Where I live. Like where I am currently.
All right, so Canadian Papa Bear says he's got 13 Godzilla Monster Arts and 14 if you count Gamera. And of course we count Gamera. Just saying.
Why would you? I mean, I don't know. Why would you not?
I don't count.
I don't know a lot about the.
Shocker.
I threw my pen down. Jeff.
A surprise to no one. No.
Hey, Mrs. Neverland is here. Welcome, welcome. You made it. That's awesome.
But yeah, no.
Oh wait, no. But why would that character not count? Like, why is that a thing?
Because I have not once seen a Gamera movie, and that's why it doesn't count to me.
It counts, Papa Bear. Don't worry, man. Old Jeff's got your back, sir. It's good though. Those figures are crazy. Like the action figure business these days, I could go on a 30-minute rant about, so I'm not going to. But let's just say it's really difficult to be a collector at these times. Whenever NECA releases like a 2-pack or like a Ninja Turtle 2-pack, you got to be there at like 4 hours before the store opens and like waiting to get online and then just hoping for the best.
And is it because there's a lot more people collecting it, or is there a surge in flipping? And
there's a surge in flipping.
Is that what it is? Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Like G.I. Joe released new 6-inch G.I. Joe figures, and I was after 2, and I got the 2 that I wanted. But they also released this Cobra Island Cobra like soldier like standalone figure that was for army building. And good luck if you ever found one, because people would see them, buy 6 of them, keep one for themselves for the $20, and then sell the rest for $80 a pop.
That reminds me. I did find another Masterpiece Transformer figure after that Starscream at Ross for like $25.
Oh man,
Which one was it? Was it Starscream again?
It was
or was it
Ironhide.
Oh no! Don't tell my wife that.
Yeah, it was.
That's your favorite.
I went to that Ross on a whim. I was just in the area. I was like, well, I know sometimes they sell Transformers. Let's see what I can find. And lo and behold, a figure that's normally worth about $120 is there for $25.
Sold.
And you bet I bought 2 of them.
dang!
That's There's a toy store in Oklahoma called Toy Base 10, and the owner Steve there, he gets all the pricey toys and things like that. But it turns out if you volunteer your time there and if you're just a nice guy, you pay what he pays. And I picked up the Mandalorian 3 3/4 figure that retails now for like $30 to $45 for $15.
Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And I ripped that sucker open and put him on my shelf.
Boom.
Yep.
No, there's a reason they say you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar.
Exactly. But he also joined. He's near the carded
Wait, is that
figures.
true? Like
What?
The flies with honey than vinegar? Is that true?
Dang it! That's not what you're supposed to catch out of that.
No, dude, listen. I've been having a fruit fly problem. We actually did the vinegar thing, so that's that's why I'm asking.
Oh man, that's great. It's like I don't understand this analogy for human behavior. Please explain.
It's like I need to know. There's valuable knowledge in this.
You know, I have to say I don't really know firsthand experience with catching flies.
Yes, the sugar in the honey works. Also, what Papa Bear says, apple cider vinegar works better for fruit flies. Because of the sugar and the smell is more appealing to them.
Huh.
Are you? Why you got so many fruit flies? What are you doing?
Dude, good question. I don't know where they came from. I don't know. Just one day, got a bunch of fruit flies hanging around the trash for a bit.
I have to have
leave.
And when I get bananas,
That's bananas.
Yeah,
man.
see, that's how I usually get them. But there were no bananas in the household, not for a while.
you're like, maybe it has something to do with that random shipment of fruit fly eggs I bought. That might be it.
Hey, Kevin,
You know
Mrs.
what's-
Neverland wants to see what you've drawn so far, if that's okay.
Yeah. Let me.
You didn't even give the robot a proton gun, Kevin.
I did not. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So here we go. We got the brave little toaster. We got a metal Mario. Boing. This cat that turns into a bus.
It is not a bus.
I mean, a van.
There you go.
It turns into a van, but he just has the cat.
And
That's
then,
really good, by the way. I was watching you draw. I was like, dang, he got it on point.
well, you know what? All you got to do is stream every Friday for 2 years, and you too can do the magical ability. And then this is the one we're working on right now, which is a Transformer Ghostbuster Ectomobile character.
His name is Ectotron.
Ectotron.
Ectotron. Is it
So
Ectotron or Ecotron?
It's Ecto, because like Ecto 1.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But you should, everybody should pressure, in the nicest way possible, should pressure Vin back into doing some streams, some art streams again. Yeah,
I really should.
This should teach you that you don't have to sit there for 4 hours and do, work on one thing. Just do this. Just ask people
Just
to throw
doodle.
stuff at you and doodle stuff.
Yeah.
Larry, do not put any spoilers of the first episode of The Mandalorian Season 2 in, or by God.
Oh, that is out today. The first episode.
Spoilers ahead. No spoilers.
I'm gonna watch that at work.
That
on
is
one of the TVs.
That is an incredibly lightning fast response from Jeff on that.
Look, man, there's priorities and then there's not priorities.
If you know what's good for you, you'll shut it.
Yeah, please do, Canadian Papa Bear. I would love to see it. I don't watch your streams regularly enough. I'm sorry, sir. But I would love to see your collection of Godzilla figures.
Yeah,
Are you
follow.
talking-
I
you
think
talking to me?
actually,
Either or.
I think
Oh,
he did
yes.
a little tour video on YouTube. I think
Okay.
I may be wrong. I think he did.
I should. If I no, I don't think I ever made a tour video, but now I feel like I should show off my shelves. That's the only thing. I don't have too many things on display because I live in such a small home.
Larry's like, it's been out for more than 12 hours. If you're late, that's not my fault. That's a horrible attitude to have.
Dude, come on, man. I was playing Persona, okay? It was calling to me. I forgot about Mandalorian for the past few hours. But
You know, I was so angry, and I still kind of am, but whatever. It's like there's so many more important things in life. But the thing that really irritated me was that Disney and Lucasfilm themselves spoiled the whole Baby Yoda for me. Like that bothers me so much. And I didn't like they posted all the photos and everything. Like, oh my goodness.
yeah, it was everywhere.
It was like a week after the episode premiered, I think.
And it became a meme
I
too.
was like, wow, okay.
So yeah, there's no escape from that.
And I just felt so betrayed because I had just come off of, having this universal agreement around like Infinity War and Endgame. Like, having the studios share letters to not spoil things. And then here we go, like the actual branded accounts sharing information. It's like, oh, I got you.
Dang.
And I really felt like when I watched it, it wasn't like it was
It
definitely
didn't impact as hard as it should have.
not impact me. I was like, oh, there he is.
So I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, because when I first saw that episode, before, of course, all the memes came out and everything, and there was a bunch of posts about it. It was great. It was such a great reveal. There was a loud gasp that came out of my mouth that had not come out for a while.
Larry has ruined everybody his childhood, and he just told you that Vader's Luke's father. Larry.
Dang it, Larry.
Dang it, Larry. And Gator Bricks. What's up, Gator Bricks?
I get it, Briggs. I'm sorry I didn't announce that you showed up. I was too busy talking to Kevin.
You were too busy what?
Talking to you.
You were
And
talking.
then-
Oh.
Yeah. You distracted me from my job, Kevin.
Man, that was my hand hurts now from this one. Ooh, that was a good one, though.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Are you done?
I think so. I'm not gonna color it or anything right now.
Okay. It's all good. I think I'm probably done with mine too. This is
No
I-
protest.
Dude, I love yours.
well,
Man,
Jeff doesn't approve because he doesn't have a gun.
It doesn't have a proton pack. No
mine
proton
doesn't have the
gun.
gun either, but
You guys have
I
one
like
job.
yours a lot. I kind of wish
Those
mine
are dope.
came out very similarly. Mine's just like missing a leg and he has a thigh, and it's just
I love it.
Yeah,
It's
very
good.
sketchy.
So okay. So this means that you are up to pick the next thing.
Okay.
So you can go back through the private chat where we've got Jeff has been collecting suggestions from everybody.
Oh yes. Let me see what we got.
If they don't do it, it's not my fault,
Teenage
everybody.
Robot. Oh, but that's a great suggestion. Wow. Let's see. Neon Genesis. Yep, I remember that one.
There's a baby Jabba now. They already did that. That was Rada the Hutlet.
Thomas the Tank Engine, but thick.
But
Kevin,
These.
Kevin, I'm really proud of you for knowing the name of the little Hutland.
yeah, Rada the Hutlet.
Yeah. I'm really proud of you for that.
It bothers me. Maybe it bothers you, Jeff. It bothers me when people don't use the correct terminology in Hutlet. It is a Hutlet. And they say Rada the Hut. I'm like, no, it is a child, which makes it a Hutlet.
Oh yeah, you know what? Now that I'm like Googling it and looking at it again, I want to go with Takuma's suggestion for Henchman 800 from the Rayman games.
Cody, I am not metallic.
I was going to say, Cody says we should draw you.
It's just an amorphous blob. There you go.
All right. So Henchman 800.
Yes.
Okay. I've never played any of the Rayman games.
Really?
No.
What?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Shocker, I know.
Shocker.
Those are classics, dude.
Shocker.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna show off all my sketches for the day.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right, so our first one was the happy little toaster. No, brave little toaster. Except
No,
now
you said it's courageous now.
it's the courageous big toaster. That's his name, and he has the infinity gauntlet. That was Kevin's idea. He may not realize it, but it was.
I mean, it really wasn't, but that's fine.
No, it was. You just don't realize it. Don't worry, someday you will.
This next one is Vin's Animorph fan fiction
The next suggestion was Metal Mario, so I made a Metal Mario that can transform into a Yoshi.
That's what that is.
He's converting. It's a two-step process.
What is Nightbot yelling at Papa B for? Papa B is a VIP. He can post stuff. What are you doing, Nightbot?
Canadian Papa Bear is trying to post a thing to his collection, and Nightbot is like, no.
But he should be able to because he is set up as a VIP.
But I'm going to do it because I'm cool like that.
Yeah. Sorry. Kevin is lame with movies and games. I am indeed. 100%. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
Oh, yeah. And then here's my Morgana as a van, because Morgana can transform into a van.
Wait, that sounds super familiar. Morgana is a van. Is that something? Did that happen at Brick Fair? That line of words or something?
No, I don't think so. Well, maybe. I don't know, because I hadn't played Persona when I went to Brick Fair last.
For some reason, you saying that, I got flashbacks to you like doing that on the spot game. And somebody was like, "Oh, her name is Morgana," turns into a van.
No, it was Ariana Steen. I have the whole thing. Hang on.
Maybe it was just because it kind of sounded like it rhymed, and it was like it just sounded very familiar.
It's got a very similar rhythm to it. Hold on. I just saw that recently, like exactly what was said during that whole thing. But yes, anyway. While I look for it. Oh, I found it. Never mind. It was Adriana Steen. Adriana is a teen. Adriana's teen. I said adrenaline. Your name is Venom. That was the
whole string of line.
The whole string of miscommunication between me and my teammate LJ.
I'm sorry, Papa B.
I got taken care of. It's fine.
We got it. We got you.
Here's my gigawatt.
There we go. Good stuff.
The one that hurt my hand.
Complicated stuff, man.
Complicated stuff.
So is this henchman that we're doing, is it kind of like pirate-like? Is that like a hook?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like the aesthetic of the baddies in Rayman 2. Is they're all like cyborg pirates. Or actually not even cyborg, just straight up robot pirates. It's it's more comprehensive than whatever the heck Rayman actually is.
He's just floating hands.
Yeah. He's not even a Ray or a man. Why is he called Rayman?
Kevin needs to take a look and comment. Didn't I comment? Like, is it a link to your Instagram or what is it? What is it, Jeff?
It's an Imager.
Oh, that's why. I have not looked at that.
Classy. All right. All right. So, Kevin, I'm going to send you the link in Instagram. So there you go. So
please,
you can.
Thank you. I will look and comment.
Those figures are amazing, though. Like flat out, it's good. It's good all around. I like the little diorama he has set up as well.
We got Connor Hoffman in the chat. Wombat Connor
Hoffman. That's a name I recognize.
Welcome.
Hello and welcome. What happened to my brush? It like changed in style. I might have accidentally. Whatever. I'll stick with it.
It was by the power of Ectotron.
Apparently, Ectotron borked my Photoshop.
He did.
Thanks, Ectotron.
Dang.
They also made an Optimus Prime in the Ghostbuster fashion for a Comic-Con, and it's really dope, and it's really expensive.
Because it was a Comic-Con thing, did it make you mad?
No, it made me actually really happy that they did that, because the IDW comics that feature all these different versions of Transformers is amazing.
What's your thoughts on, I guess both of you, what are your thoughts on exclusive items that are released for cons.
Oh, it pisses me off so much. I hate that so much. Lego needs to stop it, like yesterday.
Well, I mean, Lego does it, but everyone does it apparently.
Or
Am I wrong? Am I
Sorry,
incorrect?
yeah, I mostly associate that with Lego because they would come out with like some of the coolest
Figures.
The first time I got mad was when the Amazing Spider-Man 2 had come out, and at the time I did like the movie, more so because like I really loved the costume in that design in that movie. But then they make a minifigure for it that's a Comic-Con exclusive. And I'm like, no, now I have to go to Comic-Con. Could I make it to Comic-Con that year? No, it's expensive. You know what's more expensive? The figure. It's like,
well, I mean, if you were going to the grocery store, you could buy it.
See, I wish it was that easy, but no, Lego made it an exclusive, and the only way to get it was through scalpers online.
Are there any? And for the record, I don't disagree at all with what you're saying. Are there any other like toy companies or any other products that have done similar that have made you angry, like Rare?
Yes.
I don't know, any type of other toys or collectibles from.
Yes.
Oh, man, off the top of my head, I mean, I guess well, because Hasbro does it too with some Transformer designs, but I kind of don't really mind that as much.
Wait a second. You don't mind a Fortune 500 company creating a Kickstarter-like program so you have to pay extra for things that they would normally release, but now it's Hasbro Pulse, and that's okay?
Oh, well, you see, I didn't know about that. So now that I know about it, it makes me mad. Yeah, you know what? Like, I don't like that.
They just released the stupid Razor Crest, and it's like $350.
Oh, you know what? No, that does sound familiar. I think I did hear about that.
I also agree. Like the Lego using like the Indiegogo campaign, Hasbro using the Kickstarter. Those things do bother me because the whole point of being a for-profit company is you can experiment and try stuff, and that's on your own. You need to figure it out. That's why you have focus testing. That's why you have marketing. That's why you have sales data. That's why you have teams of professionals across the country. Those platforms like Kickstarter and Indiegogo are not made for you.
No.
They're made for mom and pops, people that have an idea that don't have the money or the capital or anything to make these ideas happen. And I feel it just feels wrong.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's like, why are you using a system that's obviously not meant for you?
And Miss Tap Cat's here, everybody. Yeah, exactly. Like, where do they get off doing this? Like, they're like, hey, here's our model of the Razor Crest that we haven't released yet. As soon as we get more backers, we'll add more features. What the hell, man? Like, that's not how this works.
You know, saying "where do you get off" is like probably the best thing you could say. It's like, where do you get off doing this?
Is this where you get your sick kicks? Like to quote from SpongeBob.
Yeah, Canadian Papa Bear also brings up a good point. When the Hasbro Pulse did the crowdfunded Unicron, those are just fancy pre-orders. Like, I hate Hasbro so much.
Jeff's about to reach his final form.
I really am. Like, I get that Hasbro has the nostalgia feel for people that are like my age and Kevin's age because like, hey, G.I. Joe, cool. We played with G.I. Joes, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
But like now that they've re-released them, like even the 3-inch quarter figures, me and Emily saw them at Walmart and we were like, man, I should pick a couple of those up just because they're fun. And I didn't look at the price. They went $13 goddamn for a 3-inch figure that you could have bought in 1987 for $4.
Jeff is getting heated today.
Oh, boy.
$13. And I saw the vehicle too, like the G.I. Joe like little Jeep thing that I was super excited about and was like, yeah, $50.
Oh, he's hitting the table.
$50. $50 for what? For a Jeep that's made out of plastic and can hold 4 figures.
Jeff is so mad right now.
I hate Hasbro.
Is so mad. He's so angry.
Good.
You okay?
I'm gonna go take a minute.
Yeah, I don't
hate Hasbro so much.
I think I'm not about some of those practices. They're so dumb.
Toys are stupid.
I definitely don't agree with it. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me being a salty fan, or maybe it's just me being a rational human being with some moral like compass, but like that's just not right.
Papa B agrees with everything. I don't collect enough to like. I mean, I don't not believe you guys at all. Like, I totally believe you that it's crummy nonsense. But I don't really collect a lot of toys outside of Lego, and even that I just kind of have it because of my history. Like, I'm not buying anything anymore. So,
right. I don't really collect as much these days. I still collect, so the passion is still there, but yeah, I guess, you know.
Oh, so I was gonna say, I almost forgot the one Lego Comic-Con figure that I was like, oh, like I'm fortunate in that I've been able to get a lot of them over the years, but the one figure that I was literally bummed that I couldn't get was the Barb Stranger Things fig. I was like, oh. So you're saying I can't have this fig even if I buy the set, and she's like kind of a pivotal character in that first season. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was really sad. I was like, I wasn't like angry. I was just like, oh. Okay.
All right, it's just disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, I could pay ridiculous monies and get it, I guess.
Yeah, but it's like you shouldn't have to for something like that. That like has so much value just to just about anybody that's into the show.
Hasbro, let's say Takuma says Hasbro, more like has no bro, am I right?
I told myself a long time ago I was done collecting Transformers. I really did. And then they came out with their Studio Series line where they were remaking all of the movie characters and stuff and making them to scale with each other. And I was just like, okay, well, here I go again.
Here I am. You cue the image of the guy from, what is it, GTA, walking out of the car.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. That's exactly what it was. I wanted to start with just one figure, but then I was like, but he's great. And it was the Blackout figure, by the way, and the giant helicopter guy from the first movie. I was like, this is great. He looks so cool. He still doesn't scale very well with my current collection. Maybe I can fix that. And so I got another figure, and I'm like, crap. They scale so good with each other, but they still don't scale that well with the rest of the collection. Now I must replace them all.
I am the pinnacle of wit. Interesting.
It's a trap. Collecting is a trap.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that for sure. Lindsay, it's very frustrating, especially when you have kiddos and they want it so bad. Yeah, that too.
Oh man, yeah. See, when I have kids, they're getting everything.
Oh well, all right.
That was the plan from the beginning. I've been saying this since I was a kid. That one day, whenever I have kids, they're just gonna have everything. Because my dad always used to tell me about all the toys he used to have as a kid, all the like classic Transformers and stuff, especially. And I'd be like, and I would ask him like if he still had them, or maybe like he hid them somewhere or something, and he would always say like, "No, I wish I did, but nope."
I used to always think back of all the moments I had with my dad, in which you'd be like, "Well, when you're an adult." What Papa B says, I should just give up on Twitch viewing and just view here with the rest of the folks. I see your comments, Papa B. I remember all those moments and the things he said and how many of them like didn't happen. Like I remember one time my mother made dinner and he wasn't having it, and he had cereal. I think they were fighting. Spoiler alert, they did end up getting divorced. But
okay.
I remember him saying, when you're an adult and you live no, I think he just said when you're an adult, you can have whatever you want for breakfast. And I'm like, I can, And then I can't have.
Yeah, if you want diabetes.
I was like, I can't have whatever I want. You lied to me.
Oh man, nothing made me more upset in the past couple of years about food than discovering that I am now more lactose intolerant. Not completely lactose intolerant, thankfully. Like I could still drink milk, but if I have just a little bit too much now, or a little too much cheese, it will mess me up later.
So what kind of irritates me? Welcome back, Jeff.
Thanks, Kevin.
Welcome back.
Irritates
Thanks, Ben.
is I've been trying for, and successfully, I have been trying successfully to lose weight over the last couple of months.
Oh, all right.
And so I've been really limiting what I eat at home and not really eating out almost at all.
Oh, nice.
And part of doing that is I've had to record what I eat, like in a food journal, to see what I'm eating, and it has helped. It's helped. I've always thought it was stupid, and I did it, and I'm like, okay, this actually helps because it gives me an idea of what I'm doing and what I'm eating.
That's a great idea. I should do that too.
And the thing is that even though I haven't been having any type of like fast food, like almost at all, there's still been maybe in the last 2 months 3 times where I've gotten fast food, usually mostly because of convenience for the family or whatever. And so like this morning was one of those times where, I ran to the gym this morning, but I was like, I don't have time for breakfast. So I'm just going to grab McDonald's for the family so they have it. And I had just like the scrambled eggs and the sausage patty from McDonald's. And I'm like, this sausage patty has 300 calories in it. I'm like, what in the world? I've been making my own burgers, Papa B. I've been buying the ground beef and making them. Don't you worry.
I'm making my own
menu
menu items at home too. I've been trying to make breakfast burritos.
Yeah.
It's hard
to
make them as good, but
yeah, that's another one of those adult to childhood thing where you're like, I can't eat this stuff because this is gonna kill me.
Yeah.
What did Takuma say? Kevin Hinkle's trying to become Kevin Hunkle. Maybe.
And Insomniac has joined the chat over on Twitter.
Oh, Kevin Hinkle, you got to slow down with the Kevin Pringles,
Exactly. And I'm sorry, Brixomniac, but I still haven't set up the channel point thing. I apologize profusely.
Do you?
I do. I feel bad.
Do you?
I do.
Do you?
Are you waiting for me to be like, no? I do.
Maybe a little.
I do feel bad. I do feel bad.
Gator Bricks has a suggestion. I can't remember if I put that in there or not, but I'm going to put it in there now.
Nice.
And Ben's back. Welcome back, Ben.
Hello, Ben.
Welcome back.
I did put in Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not putting that in again.
Papa B says Hinkle Twitch is dead. It is not dead.
It's kind of
no, it is not. It's not going to die anytime soon.
It's not dead. It's not dead. I'm sorry. I've only got so much time in the day, and there's so many things to work on. I apologize. Jeff Tumbleweeds. Oh man. But so I did, I don't want to sit here and just, show off, but today was a very special day, ladies and gentlemen.
What is that, Kevin?
Today, for the first time since 2015, I weighed in this morning and I am dropped below 200 pounds.
Yay!
Ooh, congratulations.
Thank you. I was like, is this real? I weighed myself 4 times. And that's not the real amount. So, it's paying off, but it does take a lot of work.
Man.
Most things worth doing do take a lot of work.
Yeah.
I gotta consider myself lucky because my metabolism's really fast.
Yeah, you're one of those.
Yeah, so I can't really put on too much weight because I also get full really easily, really quickly. So I can never eat as much as even if I wanted to pig out, I couldn't do it too much.
You're one of those people that you go out and it's let's go out and have a nice meal and talk about stuff. And you're like, I'll have the chicken tender platter, and you get 2, and you're like, do you have a box to go? What? You had 2 tenders on that plate.
Tenders I can knock out, but yes, I am definitely the type of person to ask for a box.
We're gonna need a box if you want to go ahead and bring that over.
Oh man, breakfast is like terrible because like usually for breakfast the portions are so huge. I end up having to take a stack of pancakes home. They just make them so stuffed with stuff.
Larry says, "Honey, I shrunk the Kevin." Brixoniac says tenders are never gonna make it home.
No, you should have said, "Honey, I shrinkled the hinkle."
There it is. There we go.
Perfection.
All right, just throw in some colors on this guy.
Doggos need to go outside. I'll be right back. Sorry.
It's fine. It's all
right. Okay. Let's go.
Sounds so ashamed.
You've been out shitting in the house.
Jeff is like, cursing, hold my beer.
It's every man for himself now, huh?
Apparently. Jeff is taking us into the wildlands today. Let's see.
I too have begun coloring. I really like your style of sketch. It always comes through, which is really cool.
I appreciate that.
All your hard edges and stuff. It's like all consistent.
Well, I've been told all my life by pretty much every art teacher I've ever had that I have a very graphic style. They've all told me you have a very graphic style.
A graphic style.
I don't know if I necessarily know what that means, but I can. When I look at like other people's artwork, I'm like, okay, I guess I can see what that means.
Huh. What do you think it means?
Well, for example, I always feel compelled to add like a very wide border around anything I draw.
Very wide border.
Like you know,
right. Like a
very bold border.
Yeah. Like your lines are very thick, I guess.
And I've always felt like if I don't, it doesn't look done. And that's something that's very like I don't know. They're the ones that tell me.
Maniac for Bricks, Joey is here. Hi, Joey.
Joey has arrived. Joey asks, have any bonks been drawn yet?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm surprised. It didn't even really cross my mind except for that one point where I mentioned Bionicle. But, yeah, no, huh? We could probably draw a bonkle. I don't mind.
I mean, we probably should do one, right?
We should at least do one.
I figured
that's part of my roots, man. I mean, along with Transformers, growing up, it was all about the bonks.
I feel like with you being on today, if we didn't do one Transformer and we didn't do a Bionicle, then we didn't make it. Like those are the two kind of must-have things.
Definitely. Well, Bonkle fans, make your suggestions. That's what I say.
I will let you. I believe we should have time for 2 more. And so
that's perfect. So you can pick the next one, and then I'll pick a bonk.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Awesome.
And welcome Joey to the stream. Ben says noodle Ricks.
No, get out of here. Leave. You're not welcome here anymore.
Get out of here, he says. Get out of here.
Tired. Get these fandom references out of here. Let's keep that niche a niche.
You know what's interesting is when folks come in and they're like, Kevin, you should draw a Bionicle. I'll be like, all right, which one? And a lot of times I get, you should draw your favorite one, which is fine. And so I end up just drawing Totally Khan all the time. Like I've drawn Totally Khan a dozen times.
Dude, Totally Khan, man. What a great set.
Right.
I remember I built that in a Forever 21 because my mom bought it for me so that I could have something to keep myself busy while she shopped.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful, wholesome story right there.
Yeah, that's how I got a majority of my sets back in the day. But Lacan, was like the one. That set was awesome.
It's a Bionicle, like basically riding a horse. It's like that set. I'm like, this is great.
I've always thought of it as like just like a rhino thing.
I mean, it definitely has like a rhino horn.
Yeah.
But the cover of it, it's like the thing is like bucking up. You know, it's like this is like a horse.
Yeah. Okay. No, I see what you mean. I can see that.
That's in my mind. I was always like, this guy is so cool. He is literally going into battle on a horseback.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about how to rearrange my shelves, and just talking about that set makes me want to like grab all my 2004 Bionicle sets and put them up on display again. Because especially that set. That set was so cool.
Alrighty, so Wedge Knight says, dude, that's a great Henchman 800.
Thank
Love
you.
Raymond too.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. And I think I'm going to call that one finished.
Family Brick says hello. He says, good day, Ray.
Hello, Matt. Are you ready to move on to the next one, Vin?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm just going to finish coloring it, but aside from that, I'm good to go.
All right. Let me look through these. Pick another one here. I was going through it and I saw your comment, Jeff, from like earlier, and it's like, I got to go take care of the dog. I'm like, that's a weird suggestion.
Right?
That's an odd one.
All right, so we're just going to draw Jeff taking care of his dog.
Is your dog a robot?
My dog is not a robot, but I do have an interesting segue about dogs.
Not Goddard from Jimmy Neutron.
I'm sorry. I'm reading. I'm not even paying attention.
So I don't know, Kevin. You've got little dogs because I've got little dogs. We both have little dogs. When it's time to go outside and take them to the bathroom, do they like parkour off the couch into the doorway, or is that just Dobby?
Like into the door?
So like, I tell the dogs, come on, let's go outside, let's go pee-pees and poo-poos, and
they act like life itself is outside and they need to get there as fast as humanly possible.
Henry walks over there because he's an old man, but Dobby will jump up on the couch, jump up to the highest point of the couch, and then clear the couch and like land in front of the door.
Cody, are you still watching? Could you throw your suggestion for the android from Dragon Ball Z? I think I want to do that.
Oh,
because we're talking about Dragon Ball Z a bit, so I think I want to do that one. If not, then maybe I'll have Jeff throw that in there. So I have two dogs, as you know, Jeff, and one of them is much older than the other, and she just kind of strolls out. But he acts as though he is like a gazelle from the Serengeti.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, he leaps over things that I didn't know were there.
Thanks, Cody, for putting that back in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, perfect. And I'm just like, why are you acting like you've never been outside in your life?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you like this dog?
He's also kind of like, maybe I'll let him out and then I'll go sit down and 3 minutes go by and somebody else is like, oh, these dogs need to go out. I'm like, he just went out. And then they'll open the door and he'll act like he has not gone out in 4 hours. And he'll run. I'm like, you were just out 5 minutes ago.
That's weird.
All right. So Android 17 or 18. How about, do you want to do one and I'll do the other?
Ooh, I'm down.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, so Android 17, Android 18. Do you have a preference as the guest?
I will attempt Android 18.
Okay. All right. Then I will do Android 17.
Man, I really wish I knew what DBZ was.
Shocker. I can't do it. No, it doesn't work for you. It doesn't work for Chef.
I watched Dragon Ball like once or twice and was like, okay. And then that was it. And then all of my friends like just like hyped it up. And I was like, okay.
I know
exactly what to do for this.
I'm upset that I've yet to watch anything about Dragon Ball's Super. And I've heard a lot of good stuff about it.
When was the last time I watched Dragon Ball Z? I never watched the show regularly, but my friends have put me onto the abridged series on YouTube.
Joseph Sawada's comments are always like, I feel like anything he says could be printed and framed.
This is true. Oh my goodness, I took my dog to the vet and he didn't need to use the bathroom until we were on the pavement of the vet front of half a dozen people. I didn't have a baggie and was mortified. There you go.
I think it's just because I can imagine him in every scenario. Like
that's fair.
I can see it happening.
I see like panic, almost George Costanza, like.
Oh yeah,
Joseph.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like I feel like Joseph was like the fifth friend on Seinfeld who always had like horrible things happen to him at one point or was doing horrible things, but it was funny.
Oh, I think drawing this reminds me that I have a Goku sticker in my store, and that reminds me that I think somebody asked way earlier in the chat. They didn't know I had a Bob Hoskin and John Leguizamo sticker. Was that a thing? Did I remember somebody said that?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. And they're actually on sale. Those are only $1. That's it. $1.
Does it come with a bottle of whiskey? Because apparently that was a drink of choice.
How dare you, Jeff?
What?
I know. It's true, though.
It's true. I love that movie so much for no reason.
I hated it as a kid. I like it now.
Yeah.
Hated it as a kid.
The Super Mario Brothers movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it as a kid. I hate it now.
As a kid, you loved it?
Yeah.
Okay. Were we playing?
I thought it was awesome. I was like, what? Bowser's a T-Rex thing that transformed from a guy? That's so cool.
We're playing different Mario games.
Well, see, as a kid, I didn't know crap, man. Like
I was just like, this is
had no proper frame of reference for quality. And then, I mean, it didn't take that long for me to start hating it, really. I was like, I watched it for the first time. I was like, wow, this is great. A Mario Brothers movie. And then I think not too long after. No, actually, I hadn't seen that movie again for a while. And then I remember when I did, I was like, wow, this
is awful.
This is bad. Yeah, this is just ugh.
Look, all I know is you can make My Mushroom Kingdom post-apocalyptic anytime you want.
Oh, hey.
They did that, huh?
Yes, they did.
Speaking of post-apocalyptic, did you guys see the trailer for Songbird yesterday?
No.
Songbird?
Yeah. So there's a new Christopher Nolan movie coming out.
Oh, boy.
Based on today, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
And so it's about if what we know right now about this kept going and nothing changed, what would it look like? And the trailer actually does disturb me. Cool. Like watching it, because it's like looking at a fake newscast of like, welcome to day 213 of lockdown. COVID-19 has evolved into several other versions. It's now on COVID-23.
Oh, Jesus.
And there's like 20-something million people dead, and martial law has taken over, and everybody has apps on their phone that you have to take a fever check with your phone, and if you have a fever, they come and arrest you. Like I watch it, and I'm like, I feel
so extreme.
Really weird. I feel really weird watching this. And apparently it has, maybe not surprisingly, it has gotten a lot of backlash because people are saying too soon.
Or Christopher Nolan's just going, well, put a goddamn mask on then.
Dang it, Jeff! Jeff's just like, I'm going to say whatever I want today.
That's not true.
You're going to get the curse counter today.
Oh, no. Have I cursed a lot today?
You have.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. I really do try to keep it clean for your show. I promise. I'm sorry, man.
I do. I absolutely 100% agree with you, though, for the record.
Yeah.
For the record.
Did they show who was president during this?
No, they did not.
I can take a guess at who it is.
They did not. But
yeah.
It's like, it's just really unsettling. I feel like I was watching. I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm looking seriously 5 years into the future.
That's scary, Kevin.
Why are you describing real life instead of a movie, Hinkle? Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. So the movie's called Songbird. The trailer's out. And it's like too close to home for me. I'm like, well, okay. All right.
Yeah. I kind of agree. I think maybe something like that's a bit too soon. Unless he's just trying to push for some kind of relevant message, like you said, like, hey, this is what we could be.
Yeah.
Let's try to take it more seriously. but I don't know. Like, the thing is, you're making it into a theatrical film. Well, actually, is he trying to release it in theaters?
I don't know.
I know he wanted to do that with Tenet, and
Yeah.
I thought it
that
did
one really went through. Oh, it did.
I think.
Well, see, my thing is, like, what I was gonna say is, you're trying to profit off of these movies.
Takuma, where's the swear jar? I mean, Silo.
Like, that's like the main draw. Like, there's not. Sure, you want to send a message out there, but you're also profiting off of this like realistic apocalypse idea, and it's just kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just felt a little wild watching it because I honestly didn't feel like there was like a huge fantasy aspect to it. It just felt like, oh man, this is like what's gonna happen in like 5 years.
That's horrible.
Watching it and like, yeah, just check out the trailer. I mean, maybe I'm just overreacting. You guys know I'm usually, a wimp when it comes to stuff like that anyway.
Hey, if you guys want a bummer of a time, check out this trailer.
Check out this
Thanks,
trailer.
Kevin.
It's just a trailer. Yeah, so that happened yesterday. I only found out about it because of the backlash, because they had all this, like, it was in the news, like, because it's gotten this huge amount of debate online.
The first time I've heard of it. Wow. Well, then again, I'm not like, I don't really keep up as much with social media as I suppose.
You're doing the schooling, man.
Yeah.
You're
not missing much.
I literally just finished a midterm yesterday.
How many more years of school do you have left?
I'm just going until. But I'm sorry. Like in general, or like how long until the semester ends?
I just meant like how long until like you get your degree?
Oh, hopefully just about another year. Really, like I'm pretty close to reaching the required amount of units, and also I think the next couple classes I should be taking are like the last few required.
Awesome.
Because I transferred not too long ago, with already having units carry over from a community college. So.
Yeah, see, here we go. Gator Bricks on the money. I'm wary of a progression into authoritarianism. Just wear your mask. I mean, come on. Come on, folks.
Yeah. Look, man, I don't like wearing masks either, but this is the way things got to be for a minute. The masks, they make me break out, but, it is what it is.
Okay, you saying that, I've had kind of the same problem.
Really?
But like only like my jawline.
Yep. It's the worst.
It's like, I don't know why. I'm like, why does this? And I've
been so confused too, because I was like, I thought I was good.
Like, I thought
I haven't really broken out like this in a long time. So it was just confusing to me. I was like, am I eating wrong or?
Yeah, it's so crazy that you said that, because I was like, why do I keep breaking out around my jawline? And the only thing I could think of is it had something to do with wearing a mask. But it's not like I'm not doing it. I'm just like, and I wash. I've got 3 of them, and I kind of trade off, and I do wash them. I wash them every week when I do laundry.
Yeah,
I can't
stop the sweat from building up, and kind of getting into your pores and everything.
Well, and the other thing too is, as I mentioned, I've been going to the gym.
Oh yeah, you
every weekday, and I have to wear the mask at the gym the whole time. So, but yeah, I do wash them, Papa B. And I switch. I go back and forth. Takuma Nuva 2020 started with a car crash, so I should have known it was doomed from the start.
Man, 2020 started on such a high note, mainly because, well, I should really say that 2019 ended on such a high note, because like I went to a concert, made some new memories. Just a lot of good stuff happened. God, that was when I had picked up a better job, and like things were looking up. And then 2020 starts and it's going okay. And then 2 months in, it's like, okay, well, this is getting worrisome. And now here we are.
Yep.
Yeah, somebody had posted something I noticed. on the internet, and it was like, this is how 2020 is. I mean, it was just like some GIF or a meme or whatever, and it was about how terrible. And it's like one of the first comments was like, "What do you mean?" It's like, have you not experienced this year?
Yeah,
I
this
looked-
year
I
has
looked
been.
at comments, rip that person apart. Yeah, so Danabricks, yeah, Connecticut is does make you wear your mask everywhere. Yep. Unless, of course, you want to have a big scene about it, which is also happening in a lot of places. As I mentioned several times before, my wife works in food service, and she has customers every single day come in and fight her and tell her that that's trampling on their rights and all kinds of nonsense, and that she tells them, then get out, because if you think it's a violation of your right, it's her right to refuse service. And so, yeah, but it's required everywhere.
Yep. No one's happy about it. So
Nobody.
Just got to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Just gotta do it.
just got to do it. Just better to be safe than sorry. And for some reason, yeah, it seems like a lot of people just don't grasp a concept like that.
We actually, when we were visiting Brian in Boston, me and Joey, we went kind of like walking around the area, and we went to a park, and we saw a guy like go off on this police officer that was walking, or like a security guard in the park, and he told him to put a mask on. He freaked out. He was like screaming and saying how, I mean, he went into all the talking points, all of them.
Man,
And we just like awkwardly, silently walked away. Don't look. Just don't look.
It's funny.
Switch over to yours for a little bit. That's just great. That's just
brain blast.
brain blast attack.
Okay, here's why I did this, right?
Explain yourself. You're like, okay. All right, everybody,
like you're waiting.
like everybody, this is why I did this.
So my friends, I have some friends who, of course, grew up with watching Dragon Ball Z, and one of the things that they always would clamor about would be like, "Oh yeah, Android 18, she was so hot. I always loved Android 18. I used to have a crush on her." And I'd be like, "You guys are, I mean, you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with developing some feelings for a cartoon character when you're a kid." But my thing was, I'd be like, "Who's Android 18 again?" And then they'd show me a picture. I'd be like, "Wow, which one is Android 18? The girl or the forehead?"
I'm not gonna forget this one. I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment from today's stream. Is let's check out what you're doing. Silence. All right, let me tell you guys why I did this.
So this is this is an homage to them and to all Android 18 lovers. This is my little tease to y'all.
Yes, thank you, Joey, for that dynamite commentary.
What is it? We're not far away from people loving robots. There have been movies about it. Yeah.
Blade Runner. We talked about one of them.
Yep.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna just throw some colors.
You put a movie on that forehead, man.
Me too. Let's go.
That's not a forehead; it's a 5 head.
It's a 40 head. What are you talking about?
Ray says we had to call the cops on a guy cussing out on our server at a tea place. Isn't that ridiculous?
Oh my god.
Emily gets that at her job as well. People will just
too much. There was a guy at my work that was overly Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Emily gets that at her job as well, where people will just start cursing and screaming at her about why they have to wear masks and stuff.
Yeah. Is she in service?
She's at a grocery store. So,
okay. Yeah. Customer service in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. No, what I was going to say was there was a guy at my work who was a little bit overly cautious. Like, he had his mask. He obviously did not mind wearing it because, he came up to checkout and he was just like, the whole time I'm helping him, he's just standing there, like kind of looking around, like, looking very paranoid, like someone was following him or something. And he maintains a good bit of distance from the counter. He like extends his arm out to give me his card and stuff, and then one of my coworkers walks past him, like right behind him, and the guy just freaks out and swears at him. He's like, "Whoa!" Like, it's just,
Get away from me.
like, hey, social distance, mother! Like, he just went off on him. Like, whoa, okay. I mean, I'm glad you're taking it seriously, but geez,
Dang.
Where do you work? You don't have to say if you don't want to. But what do you do?
I work in retail.
Retail. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. What an environment.
The struggle is real, man. The struggle is real.
The struggle is indeed real.
It's just crazy.
All kinds of characters, especially in these times, man. Like, wow.
Here's something going a little bit further back before all the current nightmares started. After the midterm election, so a couple years ago, right? Connecticut had voted to ban plastic bags, which I realize is something that's happened a long time ago in like California and other places.
Oh yeah.
But
every time I would like go out to Brick Fair, and we'd go stop by a Walmart or something. First of all, I'd be shocked that there was a Walmart close by. And second,
you walk in like Jack Skellington, you're like, what's this? There's products everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, all the bags were free. I was like, well, I had my quarter out ready to pay for my bag and everything. And they're like, oh, here you go. Wow.
So
I haven't felt this in ages.
Yeah, so we passed that here and a couple years ago. And so, of course, there was lots of information. You couldn't go anywhere without a retailer having signs all over their doors and registers and windows saying, hey, guess what? Bags are going away in, I think it was like 6 months from then. Like, bags are going away this time. Bags are going away. Bags are going away. Hey, guess what? Bags are going away. So, of course, I go grocery shopping, and I bring all my bags this one day. And this old guy just goes off on this cashier being like, how dare the Democrats want to get rid of all plastic bags, and how he hates living in a Democrat state. And he demanded to know if the cashier voted for the Democratic governor. And he wanted to know if the bag boy, like, they literally said nothing. They were so quiet. Like, they weren't even like looking up, right? They're just like looking down, doing their job. And I was like the next customer. And I'm like, is this guy for real? I swear to you, if you look at me and say one word, I'm going to go off on you, man. And he never said anything to me, but he was just talking about how stupid and idiotic to not have bags were, and how it was all this like liberal plot. And I'm like, sir, can you please?
I just cannot imagine or relate to getting so aggravated over a small inconvenience like not having a plastic bag. Like, it's just that's crazy to me. I really cannot relate to that at all. It just feels like every time I come across something like that, I'm just like, okay, easy solution. Then just bring my own bag or bring a backpack. That's better than bags anyway. Like, oh man,
people get so pissed off at the weirdest things.
Yeah,
it's always a matter of convenience too. Like, these people feel that they're owed convenience at every little thing that they do, and it's just, well, that's not how it is, man.
Yeah, probably does go off on paper straws too. Absolutely. Papa B says plastic bags were going away here. The current situation hit, and you couldn't bring reusable. Yeah, exactly. The same thing happened here. Is that they had gone away for a little while, like a year, and then they brought them all back because nobody was allowed to bring reusable bags. So I was like, well, hello again, my old plastic friend.
Hello, plastic, my old friend. I've come to shop with you again.
Nice.
Never again, I could say, actually.
That's fine.
What was kind of neat was that during the first couple of months of COVID, the stores around here, like Target and stuff, they started giving bags out for free. I was like, wow, yeah, I guess, during a pandemic, screw the environment.
Well, hey, during a pandemic, you get the best and worst from everybody.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I couldn't complain. I was like, hey, free bags.
Is that a free bag?
I recycled my bags anyway.
So just to be clear, real quick, Kevin and Ben, you guys aren't taking any more requests, right? We know what we're drawing after the androids. That's right.
Yeah, I think so.
We have an idea of the theme, really, right?
Well, because we want to finish with a Bionicle, and I think we've had some suggestions, right? Or no?
People have said like names of Bionicles, but they didn't really say they were requesting them. They were just like, yeah, that one's cool, or that one's cool. So I didn't copy any of them down because they're not in the proper format.
Because they're not in the proper format.
That one with the horse though sound thing, you should do that one.
Oh yeah. I just said I've drawn 1,000 times.
It might be the one you said that you've drawn 1,000 times.
Because that's just too obvious too.
Yeah.
We were talking about it. We set it up. We can't let that be the payoff. We have to subvert expectations, like Ryan Johnson. Dude.
Jeff, I need to know who's not laughing at your jokes.
Everyone.
I need to have a talk with him.
Okay.
I'm like, what is going on? Who's saying this man isn't funny?
People that own nightclubs that want to pay me money to be funny.
People who have never discovered humor.
Exactly.
Well, they always have like third-rate like comedians that are like, "Hey, I kind of know that guy. He's sort of famous."
I didn't take him down because they're not.
I mean, Zack Snyder fanatics.
And like, they're always like in Oklahoma, and like whenever I hear about it, they're always auditioning for opening acts. So I usually go down there and audition, and like, I've been told like 10 times I'm not funny enough to open up for TJ, whatever the hell his last name is.
TJ Maxx?
No, TJ. He was in Deadpool. He played Weasel.
Oh, TJ Miller.
Yeah, like I'm not funny enough to open up for TJ Miller, and I'm like, okay. Or like, I'm not funny enough to open up for other random like 2-bit star, and I'm just like, okay. It makes me real sad.
That is sad. I don't get it.
Like, or one guy told me that this is the best one I ever heard. You might upstage the opening act.
You're like, so good that you need to leave.
You're like, so good you don't belong up there.
That's like being told you're overqualified for this position.
Oh, I hate that so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm done with mine. Are you done with yours?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm done with mine.
Let's get a up close and personal with that forehead.
There you
Just
go.
put a movie on that forehead.
There we go. I took a slightly different approach with mine. I know this is not his like classic outfit from the show, but this was like the reference image I got up. So there you go. All right, so 20 minutes. We should have time for one more.
Yep.
And we're gonna do a Bionicle character. This is Vin's pick. He is gonna pick. There's a bunch of stuff already in the chat, but if you want to let people throw more in, that's fine too.
Yeah, let me see. So someone said my self mock. That'd be cool, but
I would be a little bit in a lurch.
I'd rather do an actual character.
I would be like, I don't know, what is his?
Yeah, I gotta like go find the picture and link it, and I don't want to do that. But that's a cute suggestion. Thank you. Someone said a character more obscure than the Tomata. So
the moment many of you have been possibly waiting for is here. Name a Bionicle, says Jeff. Man, I love it.
Rocket Nuju. And Karpar.
Oh, and Matt, I saw your comment earlier about. Uh-oh.
Katie Fix, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be John Nebula today, but sorry.
But
unless that's a Bionicle, I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Here's Metal Mario. I saw Matt had asked for Metal Mario earlier.
What about a Vaki? No, I think so far Karpar sounds Like
That's the one. That's the winner.
I think that's the one.
Okay.
We're gonna do car par
Maniac for bricks.
for rapper.
Joey with the clutch.
Joey swooping in with the clutch there. Nice. All right. Is this one of the? This is on one of the underwater ones, right?
Yeah, one of the Baraki.
Yeah.
It was such a cool line. I remember that was actually the first year where I tried to collect every single set. Just because I really liked the underwater motif so much. And also it was a challenge. It was a nice little challenge. Try to get every single one.
I like that they were on that island for Paraka first, right before that.
Yeah.
And the island, like they followed, like it was like connected by like a chain underwater or something. And that was like, I thought that was very clever.
It's such an obscure concept. I don't think I ever really understood it originally until like maybe years later. And then I finally kind of got it. Because, I mean, the way that universe is laid out, it's so like weird. You know,
Thank you, Larry. Thank
So-
you for that. Appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, is it yellow? Is this the yellow one?
Yes.
Okay.
With a giant crab claw.
Yeah, it's so weird because I type it into Google and I get like a ton of different things that are not that character.
Oh.
That's really odd. Like all I get is literally the first image. I'm typing his name fully out, and all I get is like everything else but him.
Dude, the reference image I just pulled up just so happens to be a picture that was uploaded by one of the TTV guys, X-Trooper. He just has a picture of the set on his DeviantArt.
You're claiming that SEO, man.
Dude,
Conquering the SEO.
perfect. All right. How do I want to draw the
This is your grand crescendo of today. No pressure.
This one I'm going to do a little differently. I think I'm familiar enough with the bonkles to go ahead and take a shot at painting it.
Okay, hey. Just so you know, we end in 15 minutes.
Don't worry, it won't take me long. It won't take me more than 5.
Oh, all right. Unless, of course, you're like, all right, everybody, part 2 over on Vin's channel. We'll keep the party going.
It's never gonna get done. If I don't do it now, it's never gonna get done. But it'll be done.
There you go.
I'm already halfway there.
Perfection.
So, Jeff,
Yeah.
what do you think of Bionicle?
Yeah, man. What do you think, Bionicle? You think it's neat?
No.
It's like
Well, I appreciate your honesty. I must disown you for it.
That's fair.
that was very honest. I appreciate that too. And I
So-
like how it was paused.
I'll use this. It's
Oh.
like your friend with a hamster. He spends all this money on a hamster like cage with tubes and a maze and is really happy about this hamster. And
Okay.
you're happy that your friend is happy about this hamster, but you're
Right.
wondering when you're going to leave so you can go watch the movie that you came over to go do.
I feel like that's a very specific Jeff
What
child.
the heck?
story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like did something happened, man? Are you?
No, I'm good. Like you know, like when your friend is like, "Hey, come check this out. I got this thing in my room," and you're like, "Yeah, but the movie starts in 30." Okay, whatever, dude. And you just go and see it, and you're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Okay." And your friend's like, "And this is it. He's got his little tube he climbs up. He's got his water bowl," and you're just like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, nice. But like, can we go back to watching Spy Kids, dude?
Like, can we go to the movie now? Because that'd be great.
Is that the one with George Lopez as a head?
No, that that was Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh, those are like the same thing in my mind.
No,
That's
you know
fair.
what? Honestly, I think they were made by the same people. If not, they definitely always felt like they were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the same company.
I feel like it's like a one continuation.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of Bionicle, and I am glad that other people really enjoy it. How's that?
Yeah. I mean, I've said my feelings about it multiple times. I don't consider myself an expert in any way, shape, or form. I know a decent amount about it from a sales point of view because I had to sell it in the Lego store. So I did my homework. I
Oh man, yeah.
I watched all the films. I played a couple of the games, not many. So I was looking at it like, how do I best help people that are interested in this?
Sure.
I do have a couple favorite characters. I really like the Pirankas because I thought they looked really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked Toali Khan because, as I said, he was a Bionicle character riding a horse. And I was like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't know like any intricate details. But I have like mad respect over it because, you know, it literally was the one theme, the original homegrown IP theme that saved Lego, in addition to Star Wars, the IP-driven theme that saved Lego.
Yeah, like, and it was always such an obscure theme too. You know, it's like I've known people who have known about Bionicle and would always be shocked to hear that that it's a Lego theme. They're like, wait, those were Lego?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Emily really likes Bionicle. I've just been corrected that she liked the comics and the movies. She never had any of the toys.
The thing I liked about the movies, I mean, they were okay, but I was like super geeking out when the last movie came out and Michael Dorn was the voice of the main character. I was like, is that Worf? Is Worf doing the voice of this character? That's great.
You can't go wrong with Michael Dorn.
No, it was great. It was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And he had like all the press images of him holding up the like figure. I was like, look at that. Look at Worf holding up that figure.
Do you know what Michael Dorn is really afraid of?
He's afraid? Wait, what'd you say?
Do you know what Michael Dorn is really afraid of?
What?
Barrels in high places.
Man, I knew it was gonna be something to that effect.
Just saying, Worf was the ultimate BA. But if there was barrels, they were falling on him.
That was a heavy barrel, though, Jeff.
Of course it was. And now that he's useless, just put him down like a dog. Worf, that's not how society works. We live in the future, remember?
I wish I knew the name for that ritual so I could say he was not putting him down like a dog, Jeff. He was committing something, but I don't remember what the word was.
Have you seen the 3rd episode of Discovery yet, Kevin?
Season 3?
Yeah.
No. I figured I'd wait a little bit more for more episodes to come out.
That's cool. All right.
Because, you know, it's...
I don't want to talk to you about them anyway.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not as worried. Like, the internet seems to be very respectful about not spoiling Star Trek Discovery. So that's good for me.
That's cool. Don't worry. It's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. Everything's good. I'll find
Everything is just fine.
How are you?
Apparently, Joey needs to talk with Emily.
Oh, look at this.
All right.
What is going on here?
That's dope.
Did you just turn on hard mode? What happened?
Honestly, it's coming together a lot more easily for me, I think, than like doing a sketch.
Well, I mean, a little.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
You were like, you know what? This whole time I've been fighting you with 10% of my power. And now, jeez, I think I'm done. Man, oh man. That's good stuff right there.
Thank you.
That is a different... What happened?
He's getting warmed up, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I figured, well, if we're going to close out, I might as well, like...
This is it. Go all out.
Yeah, kind of go all out a little bit, do the usual approach, I guess.
Yeah.
Sort of usual. Even with this, I don't think I started it the way that I normally would. I just went straight into painting, no sketch, no nothing.
Ray says, I really appreciate your artistic choices, Marvin.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. It's so nice.
I love you, and I love you too, citizen.
Oh, man. All right. Let me go ahead and just sploosh some color in there, and then I will call it finito.
That's the technical term.
Yep.
Sploosh.
Yeah, so drawing these kind of figures I get the same kind of stress that I get from drawing a Transformer figure. Like, okay, we got all kinds of planes going on here. We got all kinds of shapes and connections, and like, what's happening, and where does that attach to that? And like, I
get you. I think it's weird because for me, when it comes to Bionicle stuff, I think it's just easier because I know that they're supposed to be organic beings to some extent. So, and also I'm kind of used to drawing them in like different styles. So I just like, I don't know, I have a very different approach to them than I do.
Wheelhouse.
Yeah.
That's all good. Everybody's like throwing all these other Discovery things at Jeff in the chat. I like Discovery. The album. The space vessel.
Oh. The album. Very good.
It's like, no, that's not what I mean. That's pretty sick, man. That's good stuff over there.
That is a really good thing that you're drawing.
That's a good thing. I like that thing.
It's good. I like it.
I do like it. I don't know what it is, but I dig it.
I love it.
All right. I will consider this finito for now.
So I like how here we are, you know, I'm like, you know, no offense, but a lot of these, like, I've been done before you've been done. I'm used to doing this. I do this a lot. And I'm like, all right, I'll give them time to catch up. And, you know, and I'm sitting here doing this and you're like, hold on, let me just knock this out of the park in this incredibly artistic style. It is going to be like a painting from the Renaissance era. And by the way, I'm done. What? Like, what? Like, we just hit it in overdrive in the last. Okay, whatever. Whatever.
So, Kevin, are you afraid of measuring up here? I mean, what's going on?
All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by today.
Hold on, Kevin. I want to see yours because I didn't.
Yeah, I
don't
see
think
yours
you got
too.
to see the finished product. Oh.
See, that looks scary.
Yeah.
See, that would be so cool as a sticker already. I'd slap that on my computer.
Yeah, he just needs like 300 other people to want to do the same.
That's kind of true. You know, actually, what's really interesting is I do have a Tahoe sticker.
Oh.
And it keeps selling. Like, it like has this very interesting, steady drip of sales. And I find that really interesting because like every, I don't know, maybe once a week, I sell another one. And it's a very odd one to kind of just keep coming back over and over again.
That's actually really cool. It always makes me happy when to realize that Bionicle kind of resonated more with just people in general than I thought. Because as a kid, I was like the only one that the other kid that I knew that liked Bionicle at school. I mean, there was one other kid who introduced me to it, but then it was just us two.
The last Hinkle Doodle stream ever. Now it's the Marvin Doodle stream. There you go. You have the approval of the people, man. But yeah, he does have a Twitch account if you want to follow him, because one day he'll start streaming again.
Yeah, one day I will. It is twitch.tv/ well, it's a weird spelling, but it's pronounced Vin de Joule after a D&D character I made up.
And you've also done some music streams too, where you make music, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of did whatever I felt like over the summer when I was streaming. So usually it was music or drawing. Even sometimes I did both, just because I'm like the type of person that just likes to do something creative.
Yeah.
There's not like I can't stick to just one medium, I guess.
That makes sense.
For sure.
So I got so into Lego and drawing and stuff because I like creating and building and doing stuff.
Ben's like 20 people watching, only 10 likes. Shocker.
No, that is kind of shocking, actually. You both are really talented artists, and you both deserve more credit than what you're getting.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
You're welcome.
So yeah, while I'm finishing this up, dude, I mean, we have like 5 or so minutes left. Do you guys have any questions for Vin? Anything you'd like to ask him, or wanting to dive into a little bit more details about anything before we finish up today?
You guys doing for lunch?
Oh, great question. I am hungry right now, and I'm contemplating it. I don't know.
Well, now that I had that McDonald's breakfast, I will be having nothing for the rest of the day. It's like how many
You luck, man.
how many calories are in this? Dang. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I gotta think of something though, because that time is a coming.
Yeah. What time is it for you right now?
It is about to be 10 o'clock
10
a.m.
in the morning.
Good old 10 o'clock in the morning.
I appreciate that, man. I get it. It's early. I appreciate the popping in at that time.
Oh yeah, no problem. It did make me a little nervous when you told me the time was in Eastern. I was like,
Yeah,
boy.
it is.
I mean, technically, because luckily, I mean, I'm free. I have been free this whole morning. I had the time. It was just a matter of, okay, this is against my sleep schedule, but
this is against everything I believe. But
Kevin Hink. It's the Hink, man.
Well,
how often do you get to talk to the Hink? You know,
you could say no. I would not be offended.
But I couldn't say no. There's no way.
Appreciate it.
I was like, I got to make it work somehow.
You got a question? See you later, Spacetime Brick Studio. Joey wants to know, Vin, what got you into music?
Oh, I don't know. I've always just kind of been into listening to music, and well, I guess if the real question is like how I got into making music, it was because of the TTV channel. I always was it when we first started working on our little movie project, Biocraft. I had discovered this program called Mixcraft, which is kind of like a garage band but for Windows. And you know, one thing that came into my mind was, hey, maybe I can use this to make music for the movie. And so I dabbled in it time to time. I used to come up with some little tracks here and there, and I mean, I started to enjoy it and enjoy what I ended up putting out. So
did you do the the generic theme for the channel, or no?
I did. That was made in Mixcraft.
That's good stuff, though. It's like very catchy.
Yeah, that one was like a couple loops and then some pre-recorded stuff, and yeah, just some good.
I might have to hit you up one day because I'd like a theme song. Like I have a theme song for my channel, but it's like I bought the license to it, but it's like one of those sites where you go and you can, like, I'm sure there's other people also in the world that have bought the same song with the same license.
Yeah.
So
I see that's
original.
my mentality too. I was like, oh, I don't think the channel should have to use like licensed music, because eventually we started doing that too for some things. I was like, no, I'll just make more. And so I learned FL Studio and started making more custom music in there. No loops. I started making more original stuff. So yeah, man, if you ever need anything, definitely let me know. I will.
Is that something you do? Do you do like commissions or stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Down.
Noted.
Because I have however many works in progress that have yet to be finalized and made into something concrete. So I can always just anytime I can always pull from one of those and give it a purpose.
That'd be cool. I definitely like in the Rolodex of content I watch. That like just quick little catchy theme song for the TTV is in my list of like a really something I'm striving to get. Like it's a good one. Like that's a good.
That thing stuck.
Yeah.
Like hot glue. Makes me so happy. And then Kaz did his own little remix of it, which is so cool. Yeah,
it's good stuff.
That's not going anywhere. We're supposed to have a new theme on the channel that I put together. It's basically just a remix of that classic theme.
Nice.
I don't know if they started using it yet, though.
Ben has been very happy with today's stream. Lots of smiles on my face. Love you guys. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thanks, man.
Jeff, I don't know who's not laughing at me, man. They got a problem.
People that own nightclubs.
They don't know. People that are miserable.
People that don't want to pay me.
Those people are the worst.
Yeah.
Jeff, what do you got as we wrap up? I'm just about done with this.
Emily and I are discussing dinner plans currently, and we're also talking about on whether or not I should just go buy some headphones and stop worrying about money for just 2 seconds and do something.
Oh, are your headphones not working?
And so my headphones have been going out, so I've had to like unplug and plug back in like 20 times so far.
That's
Yeah, there's a bad wire.
If I may make a recommendation, I am currently using some Sony headphones that I have been really enjoying, and they're Bluetooth. So
nice. I will definitely check it out.
Yeah, they are what are they called? The 1000X. If you like search up Sony M4 headphones, you don't even need like the numbers or anything. Just put M4.
All right, I'll check it out.
You'll find them. Yeah, because that's what I'm using. And these things are great. Freaking love them.
Awesome. And right now she's trying to convince me that we should do pizza, and I'm kind of agreeing with her, but we've had pizza a lot. So.
It's nothing wrong with having pizza to eatza.
We've had it like twice already, like last month, and
I just had it last night. I can't wait to have it again today.
We had a run. I mean, this was a while ago. This was a couple years ago, but we had a run here where we ate pizza so much that we actually got sick of it as a family.
Oh,
didn't have pizza for like months.
Oh man.
And I don't know, like it was just because it's easy when you don't want to make anything. It's like I don't feel like making. But like I remember one day looking at my wife, I'm like, I'm kind of sick of pizza. And she was like, I'm kind of sick of pizza too. I was like, yeah, we're done with this.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like I can't get a decent pie around here to save my life. Like Hideaway is the closest thing, but like I can't get a decent New York pie, and I'm just like, why am I even bothering with this?
For sure. Okay, I'm finally done. Let me get this unplugged here. So we're gonna do a final tour of all the doodles. We will go back and forth so you can see everything that Vin did and everything that I did. And we will say our goodbyes and end today's stream. Let's get this out of the way. All right. So we started today's metallic life forms theme stream. Oh, let me get Joey's comment off there for a second. Where did it go? Where did it go? There we go. All right. So the first suggestion was the brave little toaster. Here is my brave little toaster. That was today's first stream. My internet died. That's terrible. I hate it when my internet dies. It's like the worst thing ever.
Your internet died this whole with this stream?
Maybe. So it's like I came back and it's exactly where I left it. So here's
you're reading a comment.
No, I'm reading the chat. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. So, all right, so here's my brave little toaster, and then we're gonna look at Vin's brave little toaster if you can handle it.
Yes, the courageous big toaster.
That's from the Netflix movie.
Mm-hmm. That's the Netflix adaptation.
Yeah. Then the next one was Metal Mario. So you want to show us your Metal Mario? And then
might as well. The Yoshi's like peeking his ugly head right there. Let's go.
There he is.
There he is. It's a Metal Mario that can transform into a Metal Yoshi.
I don't know where you came up with that one, but it's okay. And here we go. Here's my Metal Mario. What's up, Howie? Yes, we did have a brief metallic lifeform discussion. I nipped it in the bud. I said, no, we are not going back to this again. So here's mine. And then we did this cat, which I can't remember the name of. Here's this.
Oh, Morgana from Persona 5.
Okay, so Morgana, the cat that transforms, and I actually have it in cat form. And then Vin has it in vehicle form.
Yep.
That's its ultimate form, I guess.
Does
somebody have to drive it? Like, does someone have to sit there with the wheel, or can it drive itself?
Yeah, somebody actually has to drive him.
Okay.
He can't drive himself.
All right. We're going to leave that there for another time. Let's see. Then we had the Ghostbusters Ecto.
That is the worst Transformer cat ever.
It can't drive itself. So Ectotron, which is a Ecto-1 or Ectomobile Ghostbusters Transformer mashup, which is cool. I didn't know that was a thing. That's pretty cool. So that is Vin's, and here is mine. Bloop. Bloop. Oops. Why is yours not showing? That's weird. You're still there, right, Vin? Uh-oh. Jeff, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Vin, you're not. I can't hear you. Are you there?
I think we lost Vin, though.
We may have lost
still here.
Okay. Vin, you're not. I can't hear you. Double Jeff.
I think we lost Vin.
Yeah. He totally fell off. He completely fell off. That's a shame. Okay. No problem. Hold on, I'm gonna mute you for a second. There's a little bit of echo on your side, Jeff. Well, let me just finish. Good thing is we're at the end. Hey, good news, we're at the end. So, this was this character from Rayman. I don't remember Henchman 800, right? Henchman 800, I think. Henchman 800.
Yeah, it's Henchman 800. It's good Henchman.
And here is Android 17.
Henchman 800. Good Henchman.
From Dragon Ball Z.
Here is Android 17.
Here we've got Karapar from Bionicle, underwater creature, crustacean / robotic life form. Well, I'm sorry we lost Vin. I'm glad he was here for the whole stream, though. Everything got drawn. Yeah, no problem, Jeff. So thank you guys for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Make sure you check out Vin's stuff. I'm sorry he's not here to say goodbye, but he did drop off. He fell off. I knew something was up when I showed his screen, and it was like, there is no screen to show.
Only Zool.
I was like, there is a screen to show. So, but check out his stuff. There's links to his accounts in the YouTube description. You can also check out his Twitch channel. I think that was thrown up in the chat a little bit earlier.
It was.
Thank you, Jeff, for being here again.
Thank you very much for having me, Kevin. It's always a joy.
Always a complete joy, Jeff.
It is.
Don't let anyone tell you you're not funny.
I have to, or I don't work.
No, you do not. You refuse it. Refuse it.
Just start throwing ashtrays at them. Got it.
Thanks again, everybody. Remember, today and tomorrow are the last days for the current patron setup before everything switches. And the biggest change is that custom personalized illustration that goes up to $20 in 2 days. So if you join today or tomorrow, I will still honor it, even though I've updated things on the site, so it will not reflect on the site, but I will honor it if you sign up today or tomorrow. New stickers are on the Etsy store, so check out the Earthbound stickers and the Hollow Mario and Luigi.
I don't know what's going on. I think Kevin might have lost the internet. I'm still here. Anybody know any good knock-knock jokes? Hi. All right, so from Kevin and Ben, I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. You have a great day. thank you very much for joining the stream, and thank you very much for being here today. Have a wonderful Halloween and have a wonderful Friday afternoon. Bye, everybody.